Hello and welcome back to Atlantia here for episode 4. And we are again about to enter another combat situation. You've all rolled initiative, but there's a few things we need to resolve first as we find ourselves in the Skyport hangar. An enormous space with a few workshops in there and various sky ships and zeppelins parked needing repairs with various machines and engines sitting around the place. So our adventurers made their way here because they were following a clue that they realized that Leo's father had given the plans for these injector mechanisms that were before unique to Leo, and his prosthetic limbs are now being used by this guy, Reynard Wallerman, the head engineer of the Skyport, and they had reason to believe that he was manufacturing more of these clockwork machines that had these mechanisms that would let them inject, jolt, and become stronger, that were being used for perhaps nefarious purposes. So, as we kind of eventually entered the hangar, our rogue Dolian sprinted off in front of everyone to try and sneak up and suss out the situation.
Sprinted is a bit of an overstatement.
It was more like a
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
What do you call it? Super
sneak.
Super sneak.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes. Dolian crawled slowly across the hangar floor, even though the hangar was eerily quiet and devoid of sort of any workers that you might see, and managed to sneak up on who we presumed was Reynard in his workstation after unstoppering your ever-smoking bottle and causing a disturbance, and running right up to Reynard. That's where we left off, and in this moment, Reynard, coughing and spluttering, realizes what's going on and pulls a gigantic lever that sparks and tubes light up that are connected to rows or a few rows of these different machines that you managed to see before this all kicked off. Some of these clockwork machines that you fought in Atlar Square, some of them a little bit different. And as you rolled highest on initiative, it is your turn.
First off, how far away are these machines from the guy?
Yeah, they're maybe about 10 feet away from you right now, as you're next to. In fact, why don't we move to the map, and then we can see a little bit better what everything looks like. Here we go. So this is a bit of a zoomed in view here, but I'll zoom it out so you get to see the full scale of this space, and then we'll zoom back in so you can see exactly where you are in the space here. And yes, importantly, at that side, that's where the hangar doors are, if you will. So these gigantic sliding doors were
Like-
slightly.
just this bit or
Yeah, both of those together, so they were
Right.
slightly apart. They're kind of sliding. They slide apart and together again.
Franklin and I are kind of by the door, and then
Yeah,
Zion's just running as quick as he
Zion,
can.
have you not
Just
quite
literally.
entered the?
I know about energy.
Yeah.
I currently told the two guys I've mind controlled to hide themselves.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
get themselves up.
Yeah, so we've got Elwyn who had gone to sort of see
the window where he's looked through in the beginning. So I'm
Yeah.
like next to the building. So.
Exactly. You're next to the building. Leo had taken a few strides forward after Elwyn, and we've got Bones and Franklin that have just stepped inside. In fact, Bones, are you? What do you look like?
I am still Percival the lionfish, kind of on guard, just watching at the door, but I am
Okay.
standing there still.
The manager of the
The
Sky
manager,
Force.
yes.
So in case somebody realizes
Yeah.
you're stationed,
Uh-huh.
maybe they'll.
They don't see the smoke, do they? Because it's inside.
I
Yeah, no.
think. Did you unstop her inside the?
Inside.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe there's smoke pouring out from the door. So I don't know
the
how that
coin went
affects
red as well.
everything.
We know the coin.
The coin went red at this point as
Went
well.
red.
Okay.
That's why I followed after him.
That's what you call that. Yeah. You're absolutely right. That is true. So let's zoom this out a little bit.
Are these fences or is that like wire work?
Yeah, no. So that's actually just a grid, and there's sort of you can see sort of pipes and workings underneath.
Like a cattle grid, so that the robots can't get out of them.
Not quite. They can move over this grid.
Spoiler. We haven't heard this yet.
So how large is it?
I mean, he said it's quite large, so.
Holy.
That's
Pretty good.
feel of this thing.
Franklin would look for.
That is so true.
That's a big balloon.
Is
I
one of
just
is one of these mine? Just wondering.
That's one.
There's one mine. I can take the small one. Good, excellent.
Oh yeah, because you passed your.
Does anyone know how to
I
drive?
passed my flying lessons thanks to Percy.
I'll zoom back in now. See the corner that you're kind of in at the moment, and I think we can go to your turn.
Well, can I come to a sudden stop and dash away at the door again?
You can. You would probably get an opportunity attack from Reynard at this point.
Well, that's fine. I can use disengage as a bonus.
Yeah. Okay. So you can use your disengage there
Yeah.
and run back out of the door. Yeah, for sure. You can absolutely do that.
Yeah. So let's see. This is the door, right?
Yeah, that's the door there.
Okay.
Is it?
Yes.
You can tell because it's door shaped.
Yeah. Rather than the furnace there. Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
Who
walk
get
through
that?
fire.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
okay.
I'm gonna move
Inside joke.
5, 10, 15, 20,
25.
25.
To here
Yeah.
or one.
Yeah, one
Yeah,
down, I think.
one down.
One down.
Was it?
Okay, so you're running and you're going to this location. You're beside Elwyn
Yes.
at this moment.
What
Uh,
happened?
Bad idea, robots.
Alright. I guess we turn around then, don't we?
Yeah. So it's not quite your turn yet, so you can't quite move or anything. But you've given a sort of verbal warning that something's done. Is that everything you can do on your turn?
I think so. Yeah, I used my bonus action to disengage, and then I was running out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. So, at this point, you all hear and see a huge, just 3 machines bursting through this stone wall and causing bits of stone to sort of fly out everywhere, and 3 creatures that resemble a little bit like the creatures you fought in Atlar Square, but just broader shouldered, bigger arms, bigger legs, more armor, but the head is sort of the same size and shape. There's still gears and clockwork. You still see those injector mechanisms in the arms, bursting through this wall.
Oh, they're like super battle droids.
And of course they are bigger than last time.
So you see these 3 creatures bursting through this wall, creating sort of rubble around them, and they are going to move down here in a sort of formation, sort of movement, and come down here to you, Elwyn.
Yeah,
And
sure.
these 2 that are within range of you are going to try and hit. They don't have swords like they did, like the ones you saw in Atlar Square. They are much like Leo. They are using their fists to just punch in at you. But they haven't used their injector thing yet. Let's see if they hit.
Yeah.
So that's a miss. That first one gets 20. So that hits.
Yeah.
That's a miss. And then we've got 19 total there. So I'm guessing that beats your armor class as well. So they both get one hit in out of their 2 attacks. And I'll roll some damage there. Cool.
You want to use your parry.
Yeah, I want to use my parry.
Okay.
So.
So that just reduces the total damage, doesn't it? So you just roll one superiority die, and then we'll take that off after I roll this damage.
A D10 plus 3, I think.
Yeah. 1.
So that was 25.
It's plus 3. You get 4. 4.
Yeah, right.
Right, plus 3. So that was 25 damage total. So we're you're reducing that by 4. So 21 damage there. Altogether.
Fine. That's.
As these tank-like clockwork machines just approach you and just manage to sort of pummel you there. Yeah, we've got Franklin next on the initiative order.
Right. So Franklin's gonna take one small step to the left and then
Okay.
a couple steps forward.
Wait, so few steps forward and then left is up.
Yeah.
How about there?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay.
And then he's gonna reach into his jacket and withdraw a colander
Okay.
with metal tubes protruding and metal spheres.
Yeah.
It's gonna bring his whisk up
Perfect.
and the sparks are gonna start flying. The lightning is gonna jump from orb to orb until finally with the whisk, he whips down 100-foot beam of lightning that will hit.
So wait, it's 100 feet in a straight line.
It's 100 foot.
Yeah.
Oh, and I've just lined those guys up.
You should. I shared a wee glance with Callum.
Completely forgot that's how that's works.
Everything in that line is on fire as well.
Well, yeah.
Oh, there is a Zephyr at the end of that. But here's what we're gonna say happens. I think you absolutely hit all 3. Oh wait, did they have to roll?
They need to roll a 17 dex save.
17 dex save. Okay, DC 17. I think it goes through the hole in the wall that they made, but I think it just hits that other wall and explodes that other wall at the other side. So this building is looking a little unstable as 2 of its walls have been smashed through.
Is the building itself on fire?
Does the lightning set things on fire? Is that part of the thing? Okay, yeah.
It ignites all flammable objects in the area. that
Okay.
they want.
All flammable objects, I guess, are on fire inside the workshop there.
Still better than a burning Zephyr.
Dex saves. So that first one fails. Second one fails. And that third one, that one at the back, passes that save. Is that half damage on a...
It's half damage on
On a
a
pass.
pass.
But, yeah, critically this is lightning
It is
damage, isn't
lightning
it? So,
damage.
yeah, they are weak to lightning, so they are going to take double damage from this. So, how much damage are they doing?
I didn't roll super well, but it's 25 base damage, I guess. So 50 for the ones that hit and 25 for
Oh, that's still that still hurts. I mean, it's not that much, but double it.
At least you're not aiming for commoners this time.
Moral high
I was
Yeah.
on edge. I was on edge.
Yeah.
Let's hope he doesn't need to do it again. This.
I think you can, right? With the second.
I can't. That's a 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right, got their damages down. Yeah, do you have a bonus action you can do?
Not at this time.
You make some magic stones, maybe.
Ready to go.
Just in case.
I can't though because it's a cantrip on top.
Okay, so if you've already used a spell,
Yeah, it's fair.
you can't
Yeah,
cantrip.
yes, the spell needs to be the bonus action, not a cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So after you, it is Reynard, and he kind of exits this hole in the wall, kind of coughing and spluttering.
Is he on fire?
No.
He wasn't in the line.
He wasn't quite on that line, but I guess, yeah, I think it's,
Oh, so clothing.
is everything in that line, right? Or does it? Yeah.
Yeah, everything in the
I
line.
think I think it's fine.
Although it does say. No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, not clothes. Clothes that won't fire. Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of exits the workshop out of the smoke, kind of coughing and spluttering, takes a second to kind of look around him and kind of try and get his bearings to see what's happening. Doesn't really make a move towards anyone, doesn't really know what's going on yet. Doesn't quite know who you are, but is looks a little bit skittish, looks a little bit defensive, like, you know, he doesn't know who you are. Well, actually, he would maybe recognize you at this point. But I think he's just looking really puzzled right now. And what he's going to do is just kind of look over his shoulder, and then give that kind of hand signal. And what you see emerging from the smoke are these clockwork machines that look a lot like the ones you fought before in that large square, except that popping out of the back of their necks are propellers. So they start sort of lifting off the ground and fly 10 feet in the air. So they are going to be about there, and that's
Oh dear.
that's what Reynard's going to do with his turn.
Oh dear.
So that Elwyn, I think that's actually you.
Yeah. But I will shout over to him.
Okay.
Is it too late to want to talk?
I think he's still really puzzled about what's going on here.
Do I make a persuasion roll?
Yeah, make persuasion, but it's gonna be really high for you to actually convince him to
Okay.
call this attack off.
Right?
That's a good
That's
Yeah.
just not gonna do it, unfortunately. He doesn't even sort of answer you. He still wants to kind of get more information about who you are before he can.
Yeah, I just realized I thought I was still wearing that ugly yellow dress, but I'm dressed as a worker with this silly hat.
That's
which
true.
also might not help, but I mean they attacked me already, so
That's true. No, I think the main thing that he's confused about is the sudden appearance of this smoke. To be honest.
fair.
So until he gets to the bottom of that, I don't think he's gonna be trusting anyone.
Where is the bottle of the smoke? Just out of interest.
I have it on my belt.
Is it still
It's
open?
just filling out of your belt.
Is it still pouring?
But, you know, if you open it up, it's gonna spread 60 meters immediately. So the workshop is full of smoke.
Right.
But afterwards, it's leaving really slowly, only 10 feet per round.
So you might know where the smoke's come from then.
It's just there's a wee channel of it above where you
Yeah, I'm glad you're not standing next to me. It might not help.
Yeah. No, I think he doesn't figure out that I'm the source of the smoke.
Yeah.
In terms of gameplay, does it affect things? Does it give people cover,
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage and cover.
disadvantage, and cover?
A little, yeah.
It's disadvantage. I think it's disadvantage and perception
On
checks.
perception,
and then you'd have
things
something
like
that cover because of that, because people need to roll it with disadvantage to hit you if you're in it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Me as well, though. But
Right,
I
yeah,
can't-
because you are the center of you have to roll with
with
disadvantage as well.
But I mean the smoke is inside the building.
He's a moving cloud.
If you're okay, so Elwyn, it is your turn.
Right.
Persuasion failed. Your face.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, my character, it doesn't make sense for her to want to talk things over anyway. So, I will use sweep attack.
Okay.
on those two.
Okay.
And also, what was it called again? Extra attack. So that.
Yeah. So your attack, your action does give you 2 attacks. So if you roll that.
Yeah.
If you roll that attack and then sweeping attack, that adds your superiority die damage onto the one next to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're doing your If you roll to hit first of all.
Natural 20.
Whee!
29.
Okay, these guys can take it. It's fine. It's not a problem. Okay, so if you roll your damage there, how much do you roll for your is it your greatsword that you're using tonight?
Yeah, I'm using my greatsword.
Okay, so tell me how. So what's the actual roll on that?
2d6. That was 9
Plus 5 is
9 plus 5 plus 12.
plus 12.
plus 12.
14 plus 12 is 26.
26.
Yeah.
I trust you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
26, and now roll your superiority die.
Okay, that's 8.
Plus the 3 plus the 10. So that will
21
be
damage.
21.
21.
21 damage to the second guy,
Yes.
just from your sweeping attack. Oh my
Yeah.
word.
And then I get to do that
Cool.
again because I get to attack twice. Oh, I have 2 actions.
You're using your action surge to do
Yeah.
another action.
Not quite yet. She does a second
no.
attack.
Oh, that was just one attack.
That's just
Yeah.
one
Oh, good. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You do get to do that.
I know, it's confusing, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
Right now. Natural 20 again!
Oh my word.
So I love it.
All right. Yeah. Well. All right. Yeah. Ready to roll that.
guys are they rock together? Ready to go. Next XP in there.
They've not even got to use their jolt yet. No. Okay.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
So. What you're doing? Well. So roll that 2d6 first of all.
Yeah. 2 1s. But that's it.
2 1s?
Yeah, I mean, something adds plus
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
right?
Plus
Plus
5.
9.
So 7 and then plus 12 because
Yeah.
so 7 and 12 is 19.
And your D10 as well.
Yeah.
Plus 13.
My d10, 3.
So 16 to the second guy.
Oh my goodness, you've done so much damage to these guys already. Oh wow. Okay. Can you do anything else with your turn just now?
I mean, are they still standing?
Yes, they are still standing. Yeah.
What?
I feel like hanging on by a thread.
Okay. That's, you know what? Be action surge.
Okay.
That gives me another action, which gives me 2 more attacks.
Yep. Yeah.
So.
That's true.
No, I'm not overpowered.
Because you can only do that once per short rest, right?
A
Yeah.
lot.
So you can't keep doing that over and over again.
Yeah, so.
Unless we have a lot of short rests.
Yeah, in between each round, we had another short rest.
Yeah.
you
Do you want to chill for just
For 10 minutes.
For an hour.
An hour, yeah.
I tell you what, once I'm done, I'll just run behind the work thing, and you guys can run. I'll just take a nap and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Get the action surge back.
17 plus 9, 26.
Yeah, that hits. You going for the same one again that's in front of you?
Yeah, sure.
Is this another sweeping attack?
Yes,
or
of course.
Okay. Yeah, burning through those maneuvers, but yeah, we'll see if it's worth it.
It's fine. They can take care of the rest then. And I'll,
Yeah. Okay, so it's not a crit this time. So roll 2d6, and that's just plus 5.
9, and then do I have anything again?
Yeah, so plus 5. So
So-
so 14. Still standing. Not a lot left, but still there. And then that superiority die again for the second one, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so give me that sweeping attack damage on the one that's next there. He does not have a lot of health. In fact, I think your plus to your superiority die will actually just kill him. So you've just taken this guy out with that sweeping attack.
Okay.
So that's the first one.
We
gone.
can kill them.
So you still have one
Yeah.
attack left. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess I mean,
Yeah. So.
in fact, your plus on your attack is enough to just kill this guy.
Still
as
needs to
well.
roll to hit him. So.
You do still need to roll to hit. That's absolutely true.
All right. 19.
Yeah, 19 will do it. All right. Do you want to describe how you do this? How you take out these guys?
I mean, I had offered to talk before. That didn't work. So I guess after that, I'm just maybe the people around me made me a nicer person. You know, trying to talk things out first. Maybe I spent too much time with Cyan.
That's it. Yeah.
But instead of giving them a drink, I just take my sword and end it all.
Yeah. So you've got this huge two-handed greatsword.
Yeah.
And you're just making these huge sweeping attacks across these two huge hulking creatures in front of you.
Perhaps inspired by the helicopter guys over here, she did a bit of a whirl.
Oh yeah. That's where you get the momentum for your
Marking
action
sign.
surge
Glad you're not too close.
to hit them 4 times in one go.
Make a drink out of them.
You start to lift up in the air. Amazing. Ah, can't believe 2 of my big guns are gone. I mean, you get to use their
They're the
cool
big
stuff.
guns.
Oh, spoilers.
By someone who doesn't know what she's doing.
Incredible. Thank you so much. That was amazing.
And I finished that with, I offered them to talk.
Okay, right. Now we've got these flying things up here are going to move in formation and are actually they're going to move
Whoa.
over here.
Oh. I was like, what
They
could you
smell a rat.
possibly mean by information? And then
And
all of a sudden it becomes clear.
they take out small little pistols and they wouldn't have seen that you did that damage because they were in the smoke at the time. So that would be unfair of me to be targeting you. I think 2 of them are going to shoot at you and 2 of them are going to shoot at Leo. I think.
Cool.
Seeing you as maybe intruders at this point. So I'm going to roll.
Maybe they're jealous of Leo's arms.
yeah. Roll to hit here. So they're going to take 2 shots each. So
Yeah, I got these.
that was an 8. So these shots are coming in at you, Franklin. First of all, that was an 8 and 12. So take it that they're not going to hit. And so they're going to fire them at you, Leo. Oh my goodness, I'm rolling so badly. Oh, there we go. 20.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Not natural. So out of these 4 shots, only 1 actually finds its mark here.
Cool. I can deflect it with my arm. Well, like I can reduce the damage by 1d10.
Okay, cool.
So-
Okay.
down
So
quick.
I'll roll that damage and you roll that d10 and then we'll figure out what. So that is 10 piercing damage. It would be.
Okay, I rolled a 7 plus 1 is 8, so I get 2 damage.
You only take 2 damage from that bullet as you guys see Leo just whip a hand up, and because the hand is so much larger than your actual body frame, it's not quite about your reflexes here. It's more about the width coming across.
You?
And your
Thick.
your armor still gets a tiny little scratch there, but you do sort of deflect this bullet. Can you do that every single time, or is that like?
Oh, that's a way.
It's a reaction.
Yes, as a reaction. Okay, so
Yeah, it burns the
you burned your
Yeah,
reaction
yeah.
there. I was like, yeah, you can't just do that for free every time, can you? No.
My uses? Yeah.
Sweet.
But it's this. I think it's similar to like as a monk, I can deflect myself.
Yeah.
You burn your reaction to it.
Yeah, you can take that as a feat, I think. maybe.
If no, it's an item, but if,
Oh,
if,
right. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, that was your item that you
If
hit.
he brings it down to 0 though, he can catch the bullet, which is always very good.
Oh, yeah, that's.
I would
Throw it
mention
back.
that.
throw a bullet back. Yeah.
If anyone could. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you flick it.
Also, I can as a
Yeah.
monk as well.
Right, yeah, that's true. With bullets?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess with the
You can
kind
deflect
of robot
missiles.
arm.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
you
bug-
literally
it's a bug
can.
ability.
If you take it to 0, you chuck it back.
Yeah, no, okay, fair enough. So yeah, that was their turn. Their now it is Zion. That's up to you.
I'm gonna catch up into the room so I can see a general overview. of the
Yeah,
area.
and you will have heard a huge commotion as these lightning bolts and these walls were destroyed.
Yeah. So no, I guess there's combat going on. Yeah, no worries. But I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna cast Storm Sphere. So I'm gonna cast at 5th level, right in between all 4 of these
Oh, I
guys.
grouped them all together again.
Actually, when you moved them away, you actually got them away from getting 5. So
Oh yeah, okay. But I can't. I mean,
right in the center here. Actually, I'm gonna place it right in the center so it doesn't get franklin. There's a 20-foot radius of storm clouds gathering into a sphere, lightning channeling through it, and all 4 of them are going to take. They're going to have to make a strength check each, or take some bludgeoning damage here.
strength.
So 18
saving
or
throw.
higher, you need to get saving throw.
Yeah. What was I need to beat? Sorry.
18.
18.
So 18 or higher.
Okay, that one. Number 2 passes. Number 3 fails. Number 4 fails. 2's the only one
Okay.
that passed there.
So all 4 of them, the 4 that didn't pass, take 14 damage. The rest take half. That was 7. I don't know how many you said, but you know that.
Right, so number 2.
This is 4. This is 4 damage.
That was force damage. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'm going to cast lightning from the cloud onto the one that's already taken damage to take him out of commission. However, I'm going to give myself advantage on that roll using my what do you call this? Bend luck is the one that I'm doing, which
Okay.
because I'm doing advantage on this, there might be some problems storm wise. So 7. So that's 22 in total to hit. But
yeah,
I've used my Tides of Chaos or Bend Luck, so essentially there's some bad repercussions. It's 5d6 lightning damage.
So it's coming out from this
Coming out
this
of the sphere
storm
and this extra
and
person.
hitting this extra
Yeah,
guy.
so this is like a ranged
Got
attack
it.
happening from the storm, like right from the epicenter going right towards the
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Roll that damage.
Oh.
I roll pretty much the minimum I can almost roll. So that is a 9 lightning damage, I suppose doubled up to 18.
Yeah,
which is
double to
better than
18.
nothing.
So that's alright.
But that's absolutely ludicrous. For something that cost me quite
Yeah,
a lot.
you
And,
you might have been able to take him out if you'd rolled high.
I got 11 on my wild.
You rolled for wild magic, got 11. Yeah, okay. You feel like tapping into this storm magic has kind of potentially dangerous repercussions if you keep it up for too long. That's all I'll say. And is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay. So after you it is Leo.
Okay. Like there's a storm sphere, you know? or
Yeah,
is that-
yeah.
Yes. So it's
Should I draw that
surrounding
blue circle
entire
again?
area. But they're flying anyway, so you can't really get up to them, I assume. So
Yeah,
like,
I'm
you're doing really.
trying.
So anyone that ends their turn in that sphere takes damage.
Is the sphere not
Is that about right?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
as long as we know we're outside it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's necessary, but I'm gonna rage anyway.
Fair.
My whole thing, so.
So yeah, describe your rage for him.
Yeah, I'm clicking the
Injectors.
injectors again, and just like last time, you can see it that glowing starts from there and goes into the arms and into the body, and you have like the glowing eyes again and
Veins
the
popping.
overcharging in the limbs. Right, and I'm taking a running start at this guy.
Okay, yeah, cool. So you're moving over to this guy who you've just seen be hit by a lightning strike from this this sphere of storm cloud. And are you just going in with your fists, just taking some attacks at it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I tried
Everyone
to
just
fancy,
make
but I'm like, no.
Let's not make this too complicated.
No, I don't think that guy needs more complicated stuff. That's a 20? Dirty 20?
Yeah, that hits. Yep.
Beautiful. 3, so that's an 8.
8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still.
For the first attack. Right?
Yeah, for the first.
Maybe
Yeah,
a
so you get
sneeze,
2 attacks, don't you?
Achoo. Yeah.
Yeah, so roll for
Let's
that.
do that again.
Roll for that second attack.
Okay, 16.
Yeah, 16 just hits. Yeah.
Okay. And plus 3 is 15. Damn.
15 damage
Yeah.
this time.
I rolled more than 1. That's.
It's always good.
14 left. Ah! Unbelievable. Alright. So this guy's just been struck by lightning and you've just come over and just yeah. Like that. Perfect. And punch the living daylights out of it.
Nice.
Incredible. Yeah, you bonus action rage, so that's your
Yeah,
turn.
right.
And finally, we come back round.
It's taking its time, you know.
Bolt.
No rush.
And yeah, critically here, Reynard cannot see you through this storm cloud.
So what I'm gonna do? So the disguise will drop.
Okay, so you're back to
And you would see like this flash of blue that just lights up his eyes and sort of sparks back a little bit. And I'm going to step the wind. I'm going to run in a straight line all the way to here, kick off and like run around the edge of the wall and kick Reynard in the face.
Nice.
Wow.
I've counted it. It's fine. I think that I've got 90 feet of movement with
Okay.
wind, so I'm pretty sure I can make it.
I'm just gonna roll a straight d20 for the integrity of this building here. I know you're like really light on your feet, but this has like been like both the walls are
Yeah.
blasted to smithereens at this point.
And it's burning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is amazing in here. Like,
The wall, we got the wall.
I mean, there was fire.
that's so safe.
Yeah, I think you do manage to do what you wanted to do there, but in sort of disturbing the bricks, the roof partially collapses. So this part of the roof actually collapses, and I think I'm gonna have to get Elwyn and Dolian to make dexterity saving throws.
I went first.
Well,
I'm very sorry. Yeah.
sure. Wait, I have something for that. I have evasion. Like, when you are subject to an effect.
18.
Okay.
When you're subject to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage instead take no damage if you succeed.
Okay, is that as a reaction?
Yeah, kind of. No,
Okay.
it's not a reaction. It's basically just staying here.
Yeah, I think that's just.
Yeah, so it's whenever you,
Okay.
you take half damage, you take no
Sweet.
damage.
Well,
But if
roll
you
that.
take full damage, you still take full damage.
Roll that dex save anyway, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, wait, dex save.
You definitely managed to avoid the sort of falling bricks here.
20, but not natural.
Okay, yeah, you both totally managed to avoid these bricks. You're
We just
not gonna take any damage from.
Does he
what's
dodge
there.
into the building towards the rest? No. It's by the door. Never know.
Well, the door is now no more, basically, as this section of roof is collapsed from these dislodged bricks as you run around. So is this an unarmed strike?
Yeah, so
On
I'm going to
Reynard?
try kick him. My first attack, I'm going to kick him in the face, but also that's a stunning strike that I'm attempting, so he does need to make a wisdom save on that. If I hit, actually, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
I did. That was a 25, so I'm presuming that is.
Yes.
And then he has to make a con save, sorry, not wisdom.
Con save.
It's DC 16.
Passes the con save.
Cool. I'll then. I guess I haven't actually taken out my blade yet, so I'm just going to keep on hitting him. But so I'll punch him again, and then I'll also flurry of blows to get like another 3 hits.
Okay, yeah, roll to hit.
So that was a natural 20 for 29.
Oh no.
Although I don't do quite as much, I don't have much to add. So it's
Okay.
it's 6 plus. So that was a 3 plus. So it's 8. Yeah, 8 plus 6 total plus for the crit. So
Yeah, so 8 plus 6 is 14?
14.
14 damage?
and I'm also going to make that stunning strike.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make another
So another con save?
yeah, sorry, con save.
Oh, sorry, I don't think I added the damage for that first hit. How much damage was that first hit? Do you remember?
Oh, actually, that's a good point. I don't think I actually rolled that.
You didn't roll damage for that? Yeah, I just did the
Well,
con.
1 for 6, so 6 for the first one,
Okay.
and then 8 plus 6.
And
for
he
the second
passes that stunning strike again.
one. Okay.
Uh,
Well, I've got another 2 more hits, so the next hit, if that misses,
okay.
presuming I'm 11 anyway.
No. Yeah,
So
11.
the last one was a 17. To hit.
Yeah, that does hit, yeah.
I'll take the damage, and then it's also a stunning strike. So that was a 6 for 11 damage off of that one.
11 damage there. Oh no! Not one. Finally you get your stunning strike in.
My analysis was he seems to be controlling them. If I can stun them, maybe
Yeah.
I deter what happens next. That was my my loose thought process there. But yeah, plus what 30 odd damage, something like that.
Yeah, so you guys see Bones just kick into gear after just watching all of this stuff just happen, and not really looking back as his footsteps dislodge this piece of roof, but then just a kick, a punch. Wait, was it 4? Yeah.
It was 4, but I missed 1.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
bam, 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 in Reynard, who looks like he had no idea you were over there and just came out of complete nowhere and is now stunned. Yeah. Okay. So at this point, you see.
I might also, just to finish my turn, shout back to Will and say, "Don't kill this one, knock him out." Just to try and encourage people to do non-lethal damage because we might want to. And I will look particularly appealing at this point. And I'll say,
I'll look.
please.
Sure, Mr. Bones. Oh yeah, yeah.
Mr. Bones.
You have to call him Mr.
I'm surprised you didn't look at Franklin.
It's supposed to be Franklin.
Well, that would be it.
I can't see him. He's in the
Yeah.
clouds. He probably can't hear me either. But
So, marching through the wall are some more clockwork machines, and these are exactly the same as what you saw at Atlar Square. And I guess, is your smoke still going?
The smoke is still in there.
The
It's gonna
smoke.
take a
in
while
there.
till it's.
it's yeah, in there I think it's filled with smoke.
Uh,
And then
okay.
more smoke comes on. Is it your turn? Is that right?
Very
Yeah.
atmospheric.
But it's going out slowly, so I can make it stop. It's fine.
What is
In
the-
fact, they're gonna
Oh, you got smart.
Harsh.
no, they're gonna kind of come over here and
Yeah, group them together.
well, look, okay,
Have you?
they're clockwork soldiers.
And you're gonna come into the.
They're programmed to go in certain
How
formations.
did your storm last year?
They don't have enough sort of agency by themselves to do things as Bones might do and calculate situations for themselves. They have sets of pre-programmed actions. They can maybe detect threats and go towards them.
Yeah.
But that's my excuse for
Can I-
for lining things up.
Sorry. Can I see into the storm?
You can see under it, so it's a sphere. So like the
Oh.
main point would be above it, so you could technically maybe see the feet of the people beyond there, but you won't be able to see.
Yeah, so you do see these last 4 guys marching out and seeing that you're kind of over over Reynard, they will, as they are kind of programmed to protect their sort of creator here, they will march around you. And I don't think, they're going to be able to step over. They can't like kind of share that same space as him, I don't think. So I think it's just the two of them there that are going to get.
He's still standing
hit.
there, just like dazed.
Yeah, so they do take out these rapiers and make some attacks against you here. Miss. Another miss. Maybe I should get another dice. My goodness.
I think so, mate.
Okay, there's one hit out of 4 attacks.
Armor level 20, yeah.
21.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. Fair.
Shield, yeah. Shield
That was a
magic.
good. Do you have shield?
No, no.
Scared me there for a second. Like, you only hit 1 time. Okay, so roll some damage on that. Right dice, yeah. Terrible. 7 damage. 7 slashing damage. That would be from just the one closest to you gets manages to sort of get 1 hit on you there, and then the other 3 attacks just don't really make it. Yeah, you're just you kind of sort of dodging out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that brings us up to Dolion again.
Yes. First off, would I still be able to go into the house if the door and everything collapsed there?
You would need to get round and in from one of the broken sides. You can't go
So
through.
like
You can't enter through
here?
the door anymore.
Like here, you mean where?
Where everyone.
Well, the other side is also
Here
broken
as well.
from the lightning bolt.
Right.
Or you could sort of scramble over the rubble of the roof and kind of get inside, but that would kind of difficult terrain, I would say. So it would be half movement.
Yeah.
Well, I can move. I can climb everything like without reduced movement because of the second story thingy from.
Oh.
the
Wait. Okay.
Right.
Dang it! Why did I collapse this room in the first place?
But
How convenient.
but I think I still would need to make a roll to climb this thing, right? Is it like acrobatics or?
I mean, if it is
If I
on
was
fire
here.
as well.
Yeah. Actually, I think it's better if I'm just. I'm just.
No, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. You can clamber over this stuff, no problem, and get into the still smoke-filled workshop.
Yeah, the more I hear about it, the less of this. It's still on fire. It's like smoking. No,
fire.
I'm not gonna do it anymore. I think I'm gonna walk next to
Elwin.
Yeah.
No, bones.
Yeah, kind of like one up, like where the that robot dude is.
How do we feel about sharing spaces with?
It's dead.
So that's okay.
Generally, you can.
Okay.
You can step on it. So.
Good.
Step on the body.
Oh.
I mean the robot.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
and he becomes the robot.
That's fine.
He was
Alright,
playing
now
so well.
disguise self.
Learned. You can do it.
So I guess I'm gonna do an attack, a sneak attack, of course, because I'm.
Because it's within 5 feet of an ally.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah.
So the first one is what is it? It's a 26.
Yeah, that hits.
So let's do the damage for that first.
Yeah, that's that.
So that's a sneak attack thing.
Yeah.
So gonna roll this first.
Is it what weapon are you using there? Your short sword.
A
Or the rapier that
yeah,
you're-
that I
that you-
collected.
Yeah, exactly.
So the sneak attack is 18,
Okay.
and the rapier is another. How much is it? 11.
Okay. So 18 plus 11 is it? So
Yes.
29.
So I'm gonna do the offense attack, which is not gonna do a lot of damage, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, might as well tack on a little.
Exactly.
That's a 15.
That still hits.
Okay. So
Still
that's,
hits these guys.
it
Yeah.
does the normal damage, not plus.
Exactly.
Got it. So it's 6. Oh, that's cool.
6.
Nice.
Oh, you've done a lot of damage to this guy. Yeah. Looking like you've put a lot of scrapes across his sort of torso there, and yeah, it's looking very, very much worse for wear. And that's your turn.
I think it is. I moved there. I did like the attack. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, so
The smoke is still billowing around
Oh
you.
no, go away.
Oh,
I
It's
closed the
ah,
bar.
it's a bonus action to close it. You've attacked.
Wait.
Is it a full action to close?
It's a bonus action.
Oh, bonus action to do
Nice
your
attack.
offhand attack.
I can use as a bonus action use an
Yeah,
object.
but your
Yes.
your sword attack was
Yeah.
a bonus
Your
action.
offhand attack. Your offhand attack. Was
Okay, so
It's moving now.
You're still smoking.
Is it 10 feet area?
10 feet area.
Yeah, so everything here is now obscured.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
great.
Is
Oh,
it,
bigger
is
than
it
that,
20
yeah.
foot now? Because it
Or
was
is it
going
10
last.
10
no,
foot diameter?
what's here 10 feet. So basically the smoke
So,
is following me.
That's smoke
Yeah.
here as well.
Yeah, we'll say it with the attack.
So just no one can see anything.
Is it
Yeah.
There's smoke,
disadvantage
there's
to hit
storm.
anything in that?
Yeah, I think there's advantage to hitting that smoke now.
Yeah, I think.
But you'll be able to see these ones
Yeah, that's
because
true. That's
Yeah, definitely.
and you're small enough to look under it.
No, it's totally fine.
Sorry, I'm winding you.
It's totally fine. Okay, and all my tanks are there, so I don't get to go. Frampton, you're up.
So I'm going to walk over to just underneath Leo, which is 35 feet.
Here.
Yeah. While walking, I'm gonna pop on a ring as a bonus action.
I get it.
And then I'm just gonna shoot one of these guys that I can see. Oh, well, I can't see it.
No, I don't think you can't see it.
So I am gonna take my 35 feet of movement, but yeah, see, the
One
thing
square
is,
further back.
if you move it back 2 spaces,
Also the smoke is not all the way over.
Yeah,
There.
yeah.
No, the
So it's
smoke is
a
around you.
5 foot.
yeah. So because it's diagonal, it kind of gets.
I can
5 foot width.
5 foot width, so I can definitely get these guys,
Okay.
these 3,
Okay.
maybe.
Yeah, well, if you're shooting in a line, you could
Yeah,
get
I
through
think-
the 3 of them and miss Leo.
Yeah.
But the question is, could I get 4 of them?
No, I think you can get 3 because if you're avoiding him, you're avoiding this guy. I think.
Yeah, 'cause if you're hitting him, you're also hitting Leo.
I really want.
Or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Is this?
I feel like I can make that angle work. But if we make it the right width as well.
Maybe don't hold that. So
Yeah.
Don't steal one.
Important.
Do we have scissors? Is this the money?
It would depends on the so.
Yeah, wait, we've got some things.
Well, for Ollie we do it. Because,
I mean, we'll just
I
cut
mean,
to
that's
this.
the
pretty
first
good.
battle you were in the cage, so whatever makes you happy, Ollie.
Do you hold up the square paper and figure out? Maybe.
Yeah, something that pen.
I made it too short. Yeah.
There's
fine.
no way.
Sorry, 3.
There's no
Sorry,
way.
guys.
You got 3 though for sure.
Okay, I think you. Yeah. So you can
So-
hit those 3.
So the ring that I put on as a bonus action.
Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, it's a bit noisy. Oh, there we go.
Wait, we already did. Yeah, no worries.
Does that work?
Perfect.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
works.
that's where you're aiming. What even spell are you using?
So
Think,
the
mate,
ring,
what do you think?
the ring that I put on,
Another.
like, slowly and awkwardly transforms into a glove while I'm walking, like a metal glove, like an Iron Man glove.
Okay.
And then as I'm getting ready, I pop the colander back on my head, and the glove transforms into a really awkward looking whisk. And it's just a hand whisk this time. It's not the like mechanical one. I'm just hand whisking as fast as I can. And I cast lightning bolt
Yeah.
at third level, and the whisk disintegrates.
Incredible.
Yeah,
I love
wonderful.
it. So
17 dex.
yeah, so that's 2, 3, 4 that you're hitting. Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
17 dex save. 11, 18, and natural 20. So 2 passes, 1 fail.
Okay,
So roll that
still take half damage.
Yeah.
Electricity rolls, right?
It is like
So it's 42 for the one who failed, and 21 for the guys. Or, yeah, exactly, 21 for the guys.
Great. So yeah, their kind of focus is on Bones and sort of protecting their sort of master here, and they've just absolutely not anticipated this lightning bolt coming from that precise angle, and this kind of streaks in and deals quite a lot of damage. You see to these 3 machines. Your bonus action was putting on that ring.
Yeah.
And you've used your movement. You can stay there. Okay. So next up was Reynard. Is it? He's stumped.
The end of his turn.
Is that what-
At the end
he's
of
absolutely
my
nothing.
turn, yeah.
At the end of your turn, he
Yeah.
gets to roll again. Okay.
That's right.
Well, he's free at the end of my
Oh, okay.
turn.
Yeah. Unless you do stuff. Okay. So Reynard can do nothing. Perfect. And so we're at Elwyn now.
Right, so around me there's smoke.
Yes.
I mean, he's not that far away from me. And I
Nope. 5
saw
feet.
him move there. And I know him. I know where he keeps his smoke bottle, right? Would I be able to, I don't know, walk up to him and try to close that damn thing?
I think it would count as an action.
Yes.
It's your object interaction. And I think I would probably get you to roll sleight of hand. To see if you can locate where he keeps this bottle without really the use of your eyes
Oh.
and just
Gotta be careful what you're grabbing.
That was just a question.
That's not an eye gesture working. No?
So you could absolutely do that, but
Because I
Good.
can't really walk around here, not only because there's smoke, but also because there's lightning come
the lightning doesn't stay. That was just like flash of lightning.
Right.
It's gone.
You could also step there if you want to be able to hit that guy.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mm.
You can step over that.
If you want to finish this off, you could probably.
Yeah, good one. Let's do that.
But then you are still in the smoke, so that would be disadvantaged to hit still.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, so you're gonna move up 1. I wanted to see you try and close the ball.
Yeah. But I mean, he will close it anyway.
He's gonna close
on
it
his next
eventually.
turn. So
At some point, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea to like get rid of the bad guys. I don't know. Okay, are you gonna make it a maneuver? Have you
no,
only got 1 maneuver left, or is that?
I have only one.
Yeah. Okay,
left.
so you're gonna say that?
And from that angle, I can't
Yeah.
do 2 anyway.
No, yeah, the sweep attack doesn't work. Yeah.
The first one was a 21, it says here.
Yeah, and the second was a 12.
So the 12 doesn't hit. Okay,
Alright.
but you do still get 2 attacks though, don't you?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll try again.
So again with disadvantage. Yeah, sorry.
So that was the natural 1.
So you missed.
Well, yeah. Wait, with disadvantage, I think that is a nat 1. So
I should have tried to close the bottle.
So we're learning here, yes.
Yeah, I won't make it too bad for a natural 1. I think maybe you just stumble over this one that you
Yeah.
took out earlier,
Yeah.
and just have a hard time getting perked just as your feet are kind of scrabbling over this clockwork machine that you recently destroyed, that you're kind of sharing a space with.
Good that she didn't hit us both.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Sweeping, striking us, both of us.
Yeah, both of you.
Put the great sword through the smoke.
There's no glasses in my bag. Okay, so now it's the flying guys inside this sphere.
Do they have disadvantage on hitting me because I'm in the smoke?
Well, I mean,
The fly.
Well,
They've got disadvantage on this
yeah.
storm, and there's disadvantage all around here.
you can see the chances.
There's smoke and storm everywhere.
I think they don't quite know what's going on outside of their bubble. So I think tactically, what they would probably do is sort of spread out. So I think they're gonna go to each corner here, and just see what's going on outside of this square. It's sphere, as they kind of know that some of their call them comrades or colleagues. What would you say?
Friends.
Friends?
Matrix.
Yeah.
Fellow or talented.
Fellow comrades. Yeah.
Brothers.
My fellow. No.
Comrades is good, huh?
Comrades.
Work time associate.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I see that some of the other clockwork machines have been destroyed, they are gonna use their injector things and take that shot of jolt to kind of power up here. Yeah, this one that's beside you, Leo and Franklin, is gonna take one shot each of both of you, I think.
I think Franklin is still in the smoke. Sorry, not Franklin.
Leo?
is still in the smoke, so it's 10 feet around.
Ah.
So just bear that in mind.
Okay.
10-foot radius.
Checking up on the bottle.
Well,
Oh, wait, this helps. This helps.
that's,
Just looking. Where's what's on?
I don't want people to.
then it's probably gonna take the 2 attacks both on Franklin.
Yeah.
10 feet. It says it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
So that is a 17.
That's not him.
Maybe it's good I didn't close.
Well, it says in a
nine.
minute though.
That's not him.
That's not a round.
Good.
Okay.
So it kind of this one kind of flies out of the sphere and takes that hit of jolt and just maybe isn't quite as steady with the shot and just one and yeah, they both sort of miss you there. I think this one is in range of you, Zion.
Yep.
So I think it's gonna take its 2 shots at you here.
Just pre-warning, I'm probably going to cast shield here.
15.
Casting shield. 17 armor class this time now.
And 9. So yeah, with that shield. Yeah, describe how your shield looks in this moment.
So I think just with the fear of magic or sorry these gunbolts getting fired towards me, I'm going to quickly just grab a hold of the conch, and then from the conch there's going to be this massive burst of water that almost seems like a big massive, almost like a target board that you sort of throw darts at.
Okay.
It captures the sort of incoming
Oh, yeah.
bolts towards me. And anything else that attacks me this turn, I'm going to try defend myself with that, almost like to negate the damage with water.
Okay,
pushing
that
away.
shield stays up until
Till
your turn.
my
or-
turn.
Yeah, cool. Okay, yeah, this one can't really go anywhere or do anything. This one, I think, yeah, is out of range of all, and you're all in that smoke anyway. So yeah, it's not really gonna do much. So after them, it is you, Zion, yeah.
So I'm gonna, with the storm still emitting this energy, I'm gonna use my bonus action to let it continue doing its lightning, and it's going to aim towards the one that attacked me. So
Yeah.
5d6.
Is that? Do I need to roll? What kind of save do I need to roll?
Oh no, I'm rolling, and that's a 16 plus 10, so that'll hit. Right, sake. 1, so that's 2. 7, 8. That's 17 hit points of lightning damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
lightning damage.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. In fact, I'm gonna say that you actually hit the propeller, and this thing actually crashes down back onto the ground, and it's struggling to sort of get up again.
Is it still alive?
It's still barely
I'm
up.
going to
Yeah.
walk up towards it with my hands glowing, because the water's now dissipated out of me, my hand glowing with a shocking grasp, and I'm going to try to grab it when it's down, just by the neck, and just electrocute it. I'm going to try. I may not do it.
Okay.
18 plus 10, so that will at
Uh,
least hit.
yeah. Do you have like a plus on this? Is that probably gonna do it?
18 plus 10, sorry.
No, I mean on the damage.
Oh, okay, sorry, no, I'm looking no plus, but I rolled an 8 for my first up to 2.
Yeah, no, that'll do. Absolutely. So you've shot this thing out of the air. It's come crashing down. You've gone over to it and just fried it completely.
Nice.
Leo, that's you next.
Okay, so bear with me. I'm just testing out what I can do and what I can't. So, how high is that thing flying?
It's 10 feet in the air.
You said that's only.
So you're
3 meters. 3 meters.
yeah, sorry.
3 meters, yes. 3 meters. 3 meters.
So, kind of high.
Wait, does that mean that the feet of that
Yeah,
thing
the-
are at 3 meters, or that its head is at 3 meters?
Because of the head.
Its
that
center of
we-
mass is at 3 meters.
Yeah,
Its center mass.
yeah.
How tall are these things?
Where is their mass?
Bring your ruler.
So if the center is in the middle of that thing, then the legs will be at 2 meters.
And then they're quite reachable.
Yeah, and you are a tall elf.
I think maybe the ankles might be dangling in that sort of vicinity. I would
You can also jump up to your strength and get your strength modifiers for jumping if you want to jump in.
okay, so what's your strength modifier?
Keep in mind.
That's
Jump
4, right? That's not
Yeah,
four.
it's terrible jumping.
As
Don't jump.
as a
Yeah,
reaction,
so-
seeing Leo like crouch down to jump,
Like a frog?
I'm gonna again
Like a Catholic.
Like a
zoom
cat.
in on him with my telescopic monitor.
Okay,
And
yeah.
spin it real fast, and it's gonna spark, and the spark's gonna fly onto Leo's arm and view itself into his body, and
Cool. So
he's got a +5 to
so it's as a skill check.
an ability check.
Yeah. So what are you trying to do? Are you trying to grab this guy and pull him down?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you to roll an athletics check here, in order to be able to do that.
Well, that went terribly wrong.
You get a +5 from the Flash of Genius.
Yeah, right, but it's the natural 1 plus my 8
Okay.
plus 5. I mean,
And that one isn't that one. I think in this case, and I think.
well, I fucked it up. I'm sorry.
It's okay. These things happen.
Franklin's here to help you.
I think maybe there's like some sort of stray magnet that's like underneath the grid that you're standing on at this point. So you sort of crouch to sort of make this jump, and you kind of go up and find that your legs are stuck. And it's gonna take half movement to actually leave the space that you're on, basically. Well, wait, double.
Double movement.
You know what I mean? Use more of your movement to get off this.
Damn it.
Wait, does it mean that when the robots are on this thing as well, they get pulled down as well? Because it's a magnet.
No, I think
It's a special.
it's not. It's not. The magnetism, the force of magnetism is not radiating that far
Okay.
up. It's like if
That's
you
not
if you
magnet.
touch it, it's gonna. Yeah, I thought it's not I know it's not radiation. Okay, that was the best word I could find at the moment.
No, your DM, your word's law is radiation. Yeah, that's what it
In
is.
this world,
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
magnetism radiates. Okay.
I mean, also, Leo is standing on one of these things
Yeah,
that cattle have trouble walking over. Maybe
Your foot
Yeah, I think
you could just
I think you would.
They were like,
Look,
Yeah.
if I say it's magnets, it's magnets.
We've touched an air.
What do you think the porcelain outer shell of the automata is like a protective shield?
The porcelain makes
Yeah.
sense then,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay, I get it. I
planned
get
all
it.
along.
Thank you. It's all lore. It's all yeah.
And then
You know
it's
what
Science
we're doing?
works
just
differently.
falls into place.
Science
Right.
works differently.
But
You heard it here, folks. Science works differently.
Science is just a lie.
This is called work.
science is whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, Leo, I think that would count as your question here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Aww.
I think it would have been like basically a grapple, which is an action.
Not a bonus action.
But you do have a bonus action, and you do have some movement left.
Yeah, I would like to
But-
go from the map.
Yeah, I think so.
Half
Wait, you don't want to stay there?
Okay, that was the plan. Yeah, I want to move away from there. I can't reach that thing.
Do you have any ranged?
No.
No. Do you have your pebble? Can you give him a pebble?
I mean, do you have any attacks as a bonus action?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, but they're all punching. They're all.
Yeah. I can
Can't
grapple
reach.
someone as a bonus action.
Right, but
I
you
currently
could
can't.
reach one of these guys. Which
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, then that's 3 people who tried to kill that one and failed.
Okay, then I try to.
And that's
to
probably
reach-
with advantage, maybe.
No, there's still this cloud of smoke.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, right, but
You
if
can try
they're
Oh, flanking.
if they're flanking, then it's just a
Flanking.
straight roll.
All right. Yeah. Straight roll. Straight roll. Straight roll.
Straight-
So no advantage, no disadvantage.
Cool.
Just rolling to hit.
Cool.
Oh wait a minute. Yeah. This is your bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just use your action to try and grab this
21.
guy.
21.
21, right, okay. Yeah, that hits, yeah. They're all
12.
12 damage?
That's huge.
Yes. Yeah, rate +3, so 15.
50
Alright.
damage to that.
Okay.
Bird. Oh, yeah. This was the one that had like the least amount of health here. You have absolutely just.
Cool.
You've basically just used so much force that you've smashed through this thing. Basically, its arm has sort of come off, and there's just a sort of gaping hole of mechanics where its sort of arm and shoulder used to be, as your fist is kind of sticking through it as you kind of retract
Yeah,
it.
probably I tried to recover from the John. And
Yeah.
like magnet.
They were all in the smoke. Nobody-
slowing down, and so I just went a little bit overboard.
Yeah, that would have looked really cool if anyone could have
Yeah.
seen it in the smoke.
Makes sense with the rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Franklin
So
maybe
good.
was the only one that saw you stick. Not quite get it.
But you're now standing on top of like the porcelain dead body of like a
Yeah.
robot, so you're fine. That negates it. Yeah. You found it.
Now we've got bones.
Okay. This one's dead, yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, that one's gone.
I'll briefly turn towards Julian and say, Fleshsack, will you close that bloody bottle? Please. And then I'm gonna again kind of clamber around, run around the wall
Yeah, that's fine.
to try and get to here. I think this one will get an attack of opportunity against me, but
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna do it regardless. I'm presuming
I
it's a
bet it's very
disadvantage
nice.
because of the smoke.
because it's yeah.
So the smoke's in your favour this time. There we go. Don't let him use that.
10. Even less. It would have hit. It would have hit with that stupid disadvantage. Oh, that stupid bottle. Okay. Has it done more harm than good? Is anyone keeping score?
It's quite level, actually.
It's surprising.
Surprisingly. Yeah.
So yes, I've kind of
Oh,
ran
yeah.
around the wall to here, which I think takes me out of the smoke. I'm
Yeah.
getting soon.
Yeah. That's gonna take
Um,
you out of smoke.
And then as I like sort of run off the wall, I'll pull my katana will like shear out of my out of
Okay.
my arm, to swing in twice at this lad here.
Yeah, go for it. Roll to hit.
So, first one's a 12, so I'm guessing that probably misses. Second one's a 25 though.
Yeah. You got it. 12 misses. 20.
That wasn't great either. That's a 6 damage. On 1.
Just 6 damage, and that is number 4.
But I will make it roll a con check just in case you
Yeah,
use to stun this one.
With the sword, can the sword stun as well?
Any melee attack that I'm doing can count it if it hits a monk weapon and a sword counts as
Failed.
purposes, but-
So that one is now stunned as well.
Sweet. And then I'll punch it once more, which I'm presuming I get advantage on because it's stunned.
Ah, yeah.
But I got 28 to hit.
Yeah.
That's 11 points damage. And the stun
Yeah,
radar
definitely.
now drops
Yeah, okay.
at the end of that turn.
Looking fairly angry now at the person who stunned him.
You finally gets to act.
No, his turn's not even nearly his turn. He's got so much cool stuff he can do. So
It's monks, man. There's monks.
So it is these normal clockwork guys' turn. The two that are left are gonna jack themselves up on Jolt now as well. Yeah, because you guys are all still in that smoke. I think they maybe have a vague idea that there's enemies inside the smoke, but don't really want to enter it. So I think, yeah, they're gonna come around to you like this, Bones. Okay, so they're gonna make some rapier attacks against you.
For what it's
here.
worth, I think you probably have advantage to hit me.
Aye, for flanking.
Help your rolls.
Yeah.
You seen me?
20.
That does it.
Okay. Ooh, that was a 22. The first one actually hits 2 out of 2 attacks. Oh, and then a nat 20 for the other guy. And then a miss. So, right, let me roll all this lovely damage. That is 47 points of damage here.
That's very bad. Still alive.
Yeah, that crit did a lot there. Yeah, they've.
Still up, but. Okay.
I think perhaps Reynard has finally been able to give them a sort of command and has pointed at you as he's kind of angry that you've just sort of stunned him here. They've just kind of gone and just planted themselves on either side and just stabbed in, and you're not quite able to block from both sides these attacks coming in. At this point, you see someone new enter. Don't know who's going to be able to see this actually.
It's just gonna recognize.
But there's smoke everywhere.
Alright, down there.
So
Um,
the person in front of me is dead, so I probably
Yeah.
did quite handy.
Yeah. So creeping out from behind this other building, you see a tabaxi mage who looks like who has this sort of image of a tiger here. The only one who might actually have seen this person before would be Bones around the temple, but I think you're a bit engaged in combat and
I
around the
actually
corner.
think another building
So-
in the way as well.
There is a
And
building.
smoke.
And 3.
And there's
So-
maybe I am looking this way, so there's maybe a chance that I might see it because
True.
it's dead.
Yeah, I think you maybe would, but I don't think
I
you'd
don't know.
recognize who this person is.
Same for whoever this guy is.
Franklin.
Yeah.
So as this person comes walking around the corner, they sort of raise a hand and then just call out, basically on their turns. You have a feeling that the clockwork guys might change direction. Yeah.
This should be the wind.
This is the character.
So back up top, Dolian,
Yeah.
are you?
I'm gonna do something fancy. Well, first of all,
First of all, I was like, I don't.
Oh my goodness, it's so
I kind of know what it's saying.
I'm gonna do something fancy now. After
Okay.
I close the bottle as my, bonus action, I can interact with an object.
Yeah.
Check, please.
Because
Yeah.
the smoke is
You
like, it's there. I want to get out of the smoke.
Okay.
There are 2 ways of doing that. I think you can either get on a high position, or you can leave the area of the smoke. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my thought process.
I don't know how high up the smoke
You decide.
depth. I think maybe just also 5 feet above. So this 5 feet space and the next 5 feet space.
3 meters.
So,
Does that make sense?
10 from the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 up.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
10 wide. It'd be a sphere,
Yeah.
I think, so 10 up and 10 wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, no, that doesn't work. If it's so high. Then I'm just gonna, leave the area of the smoke. It's like 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move like 5, 10 here.
Okay.
And I'm actually want to, do the same as you did. Like try
You're
to,
gonna try and grab this
yeah.
guy. Yeah, I think you will have enough jump height to be able to kind of try and grasp one of the ankles.
That's basically my action. Trying to get up and drag him down.
Yeah, okay, roll me athletics.
Not acrobatics?
7. Does it say in the grappling rules that you can use acrobatics?
Maybe if he like does a spring jump off of me.
Oh.
Like you're there with like ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. That might be acrobatics, or that could be a help or something like that.
No, I think it needs to be athletics. Yeah. Did you roll your athletics there?
I did that, yeah.
Yeah. What was it?
7.
A 7. Okay.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah. So this time, instead of magnets, you do actually like get caught on the
Just this one grid.
on the grid.
That's really mean.
And just you don't fall on the floor. You're not prone. You're not like stuck or anything. You've just kind of tripped a little bit in the moment that you needed to get purchase. You don't, unfortunately.
Can someone give me a lift here?
Was your bonus action closing that
Yeah.
bottle, and then you tried to do this? So yeah, you've probably got some movement left, maybe, but probably not. I don't think you do.
Not a lot. So I move from here, it's like 5'10", so I'm probably just gonna go like 5'10", so closer to him.
Yeah, you could probably go underneath this thing because it's above your head.
Okay, then I go underneath it.
But yeah, I mean that's still 5'10",
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Down next to Franklin.
Yes. Okay, that's it.
All right.
That wasn't the way
So-
at all.
You closed the bottle.
Yeah,
That was the main thing. Franklin.
Yeah. I'm sort of struggling to see what I can do. I guess I can just chuck acid at one of these guys.
Do not have like any sort of magical object.
No, that's not true actually. Here, if I moved away from this guy, surely because he's 10 foot up,
He's not gonna get an opportunity, I think.
Okay. So I might move to a position where I can get these two guys. Maybe here.
Yeah, is that smoke now gone?
Nah, it's lingering
No.
around for another
No.
10 minutes, it says.
Yeah.
Okay.
How far is it? Is this outside of the smoke or still?
No, it's still in the smoke.
Yeah, so that would be the center point there.
Yeah.
So it's like there to there. I'm just over, I think.
So I'm going
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, that could work.
Right, here did you want to be?
Yeah. Well,
One
here.
tail further down, but yeah.
One down.
Yeah, one tail down from there, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that works. And then I'm gonna, from my jacket, pull out, like, what we would recognize as, like, some duct together, pretty conventional modern day batteries. But, obviously, for the time, they're pretty advanced.
Yeah.
Duct tape or the steampunk equivalent of duct tape together. And Franklin
Metal column.
just sort of puts them down on the ground with a foot on them and just starts sawing at them. Sawing at this brick of batteries.
Oh, is this acid? The battery. I got it. I know what you're doing.
The acid just
Like
all at once
spurts
comes
out.
spreading out. Yeah, can't get these two guys because again it's a 5 foot.
What's the range of it? Oh yeah, I guess.
30 foot.
Yeah. So these two here, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's. I think it's another dex save actually.
Dex. Alright.
Yeah.
Pass. And 16. What do they have to be?
17.
There's an 18 and 16. Annoying. And that's 3.
So they don't take half damage. If they.
Oh, but the
if
one
they
that stuns
pass.
just auto fails, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
They can't.
of
Yeah,
course.
they can't make it.
Yeah, they can't make
So
it
they
next.
both fail.
Yeah, so they both fail.
Okay. So they both get 10 acid damage, and until they make an attempt to take the acid off themselves, they'll take 2d4 acid damage at the start of each of their turns.
Oh my word. Okay. And the one that's stunned can't really do that.
Very powerful rat.
Okay, that's pretty good.
If I could see you, I'd be quite proud of you. Again. Yay!
Might be able to see it.
Okay, now we've got Reynard. I think at this point he's looking like he's not got many people left on his side, and he's going to try and flee. I think. I'm gonna roll to see if he heard that shout from this other newcomer. Yeah, definitely did. But I think what he's gonna try and do is get back into his workshop, even though it's on fire and everything, and because you just see him sort of struggling and trying to and getting back into his workshop here. Can't.
I'm gonna take that type of opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're outside of the smoke, so you don't get disadvantage, right?
17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Now 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. He's still okay. You've definitely hit him enough that he's sort of like he's really looking quite beaten up, but he doesn't even glance backwards at what at this attack that you just made on him. He is just you feel like he's got something in there that he wants to rescue, basically, and he's going to take as much movement as he can to he's kind of hindered by the rubble a little bit, but I don't know if the smoke inside the building
10 minutes.
would have this 10 minutes it stays there.
But I mean, he knows his workplace, probably.
Yeah, but I'm saying you guys can't really see what he's going
No.
for or where he even ends up, where
And this smoke.
But also, I don't see another door, so...
there might be one on this side.
Ah! Okay.
Yeah.
By that I mean there is now. So that's Reynard. Elwyn.
Right. So, I mean, I'm still in the smoke.
Yeah.
But before there was smoke, I knew that there were some people over here. So I will move. Yeah.
The smoke. Yeah.
Where I probably will see those two guys next to Bones, and I will attack them using sweeping attack, and then hopefully that.
Oh yeah.
You've got advantage to hit this one in it as well because it's done.
True.
Right. 21.
Yeah, 21 hits.
That's a 30.
11 damage, and that's number 4. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you've absolutely just taken this guy out.
Of course.
Was that the stunned one that you were hitting there?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then and then roll that superiority die for the sweeping attack maneuver on the other.
Plus 3, 12.
12 damage.
Yeah.
They had basically no health left either. You've just taken them both out basically with the sweeping attack.
And you are aware that I can attack once more, right?
True,
So
but you are out of maneuvers now.
Right, so I move up and attack that one.
Didn't she? But she gets advantage again because she's flanking, right?
Yeah. So you're moving up to get that flanking bonus.
20. Dirty 20.
Yeah.
You can roll again just in case you crit.
Oh yeah, that's
you
true.
do have advantage, so you might as well. Just in case.
17.
So it's the dirty 20.
Yeah, so the dirty 20.
Yeah, and then roll damage then.
And the damage was 12.
12. Okay, I think at this point we're gonna come out of initiative here. I think this one is got so little health that you guys just together managed to just take it down, and it's now out of the picture. And these you see the ones that are flying that are left. All try and make their way over to this new person that's appeared.
Also, as soon as I would get the opportunity, I'm sprinting directly after Raynar.
I'm
Cool.
still standing in smoke.
There's no
I
way
think-
to run shoot.
But you're not stuck on your foot anymore.
I think
Yeah.
because they're flying, you probably don't get those opportunities.
Yeah, no, they're 10 feet up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one's gonna make it, but these ones are coming down here, and they're kind of going towards there. And
Are we still like in battle? or-
no, you're not in. We're not really in turn-based combat anymore. So we can kind of work out what we want to do at this point.
When I see Bones entering the building, I follow up.
Bones, you're sprinting after Raynar here. As you sort of emerge from the other side of the smoke, and you see the kind of other half of the workshop here, Reynard has took some time to unlock a secret compartment, and you see him reach in and pick up a glowing red gem. And actually, you feel in the back of your mind a strange sensation of familiarity with this stone.
Mhm.
And as Reynard notices you, he's been quite injured in this battle, and didn't manage to land any. didn't even manage to do any attacks whatsoever. But yeah, he is looking quite injured from this battle. So he, but he does sort of glance round and then tries to escape through this back door. Would you say that this strange sensation kind of makes you falter a little bit, or would you kind of stop? In fact,
Do you want to make some sort of
Yeah,
some sort of
check
save? Maybe
here.
like, I don't know if it's an intelligence saving throw or like a some kind of, I don't know.
yeah.
Constitution save.
Constitution.
Constitution. That was an 18.
Okay, so I think you would be able to sort of maintain focus on your goal here.
Okay. I mean, I'll although I felt the sensation, if I've managed to kind of slightly shrug it off a little bit stunned, I would probably like still charge after him as fast as I could.
Yeah, I think as fast as you can is definitely faster than he can. So you absolutely managed to get up to. What are you doing once you?
I want to clock him in the back of the head and knock him out.
And Elwyn,
Yeah.
you're right on his tail here, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I follow after him. Do I even see that much?
You do see Reynard leaving with the gem and Bones following after, and you hear a thunk.
Right. Then I try to catch up with him.
Okay, so you're in this situation over here as well.
And you can see him unconscious on the floor.
Yeah.
He's standing over him.
Nice.
But importantly, this gem has fallen out of his grasp.
Can I pick it up or is it broken?
You can attempt to pick it up.
I mean, it's glowing, right? He's probably wearing gloves.
I think I would also try and grab it as well, like if
Yeah.
it's falling, but.
You said it first.
Steak.
As you go to pick this thing up, you feel not a dissimilar sensation. I mean, you wouldn't know because you can't sort of compare this moment. Not a dissimilar sensation as Bones felt in this moment, where you feel this sort of power surging through you in this sort of flash, and actually you start to hear some voices in
Oh, no.
your head,
Oh no. I drop it.
telling you to just
Well, I mean, I just touched it, right? So I just.
So what you hear is and in this sort of moment that's a little bit like when Gandalf goes to touch the One Ring and has that kind of flash of like Sauron, and he kind of recoils back.
Yes.
You've sort of gone to pick up this thing, and just sort of taken a step back
Yeah.
and look sort of a little aghast in this moment.
Yeah.
And Bones, you've sort of witnessed that. You wouldn't have known what's going on inside her head, but we've noticed this sort of recoil. So I don't know if that would make you sort of.
Can I like maybe pull like a piece of cloth or something out so that I can quick try and like wrap it without touching it? That doable? Like a rag?
Yeah, you can wrap it up in something. Are you just covering it up, or are you purposefully wrapping it and picking it up?
Like without touching it, I'm looping some fabric over it to try and put it into like almost like a little sack of fabric.
Roll Arcana.
I'll just keep sitting in the corner until the voices have disappeared.
Okay. Yeah. It takes a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I have 6.
6. Okay. Yeah, you've sort of wrapped the thing up, and you might not know. Maybe there's a magical effect.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Who knows?
There's a curse.
Maybe you don't.
Okay, so we'll come back to you guys. What's everyone else doing as this is sort of going on?
So since I've saw this tiger further down, do they look aggressive as they're calling these things back, or do they seem a little bit? How do they seem?
Roll insight.
Just because I'll really decide what to do here.
Like an old lady calling her cats.
14.
You're quite far away. You can't tell if she is going to be aggressive or
Weapons drawn at least.
no weapons drawn.
Okay. Well, I don't know if she's positive or negative, so before I dissipate this spell, I'm going to destroy one, or at least attempt to destroy one of these, another lightning bolt from it.
Okay.
19 plus, so I assume that hits.
Yep.
5. What's this? 6, 7. There's 12. So many of them were ones, it's ridiculous. So 13 damage lightning onto this, so 26.
13. So So yeah, you did. This lightning does damage it. It's wobbling in the air, but it's still kind of.
And then I run my full movement towards her, essentially saying, "Friend or foe."
She smiles, winks at you, grabs the ankle of the nearest flying one, who was far in front.
So just
Yeah, 'cause I think it was.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, so there I can get.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, she just sort of smiles, winks at you, grabs the ankle of this thing, and it's flying away with her. And these two other ones are sort of joining them as they go up through a hole in the roof and are gonna get away unless somebody else can do something here.
Franklin's gonna move up to here with his movement.
There's
I'm
another
gonna
spell.
try and shoot at the propeller bot that's carrying it with disadvantage with a pistol. I'm just pulling out a revolver.
What's the range of disadvantage?
90.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. Go for it.
What was it on the first again? Fuck it.
Are you aiming at this at the?
I was
at
aiming
its
at the
max?
robot.
Or you're aiming at the robot? What did you roll? Okay, yeah, no. But I like the idea of you just sort of sprinting and taking this sort of wild shot at the.
Let's try something.
Yeah, you can try something as well.
I want to run up and jump on your back and kind of try to grab one of the flying ones.
Yeah.
What to
Like
fair
to
so I
you-
can jump off
to get dragged with them, kind of thing.
Yes,
As she leaves,
cool. So as it's, I think you three are kind of doing this at the same time.
I try
That'll
to
be another athletics check.
athletics.
With
I will
advantage.
I mean, you've taken your sort of pistol shot.
Or would you say it's acrobatics?
No, I think it makes sense to be acrobatics if you're doing it like as
Yeah, okay, you're not trying to pull it
Jumping up
down,
on it.
you're just trying to hold on.
Yes. I want to get dragged with it.
Okay. Alright.
You gotta do athletics check.
Is your smoky ball still open?
It's close. That's the 31.
Oh no, that one! The smoky bottle might have real. No. A 31.
31.
Acrobatics.
Yes, acrobatics, yeah.
Yeah. If you like, so 30 is like the benchmark for something that might be impossible to achieve, if I'm
Yeah.
correct.
So he doesn't quite manage it.
Also, I get like a +5 to the distance because of this like house, like one.
You don't need it. You're you're on. You've grabbed onto this thing.
Okay, I get dragged off with them.
Yeah, it's gonna keep going in the direction that it's going. It's gonna keep following, but it is gonna try and throw you off.
Okay.
At this point, so get you to make a strength saving throw.
Saving throw.
I kind of want to run behind and grab one of these things to
Do it.
and still rage is so.
Well, I rolled a 2, but because my thing is -1, I get 1.
So you do this incredible move to actually get on top of this thing, but it just manages to just go and you lose your purchase and fall the kind of 5 feet back down, or well no 10 feet back down to the ground there.
I do the cat. I'm basically landing on my feet again.
Leo, while all this is going on,
Yeah.
are you following these guys or are you following these guys? You're kind of in the middle here.
Yeah, I'm totally in the middle and
Do it.
Do it.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Throw a robot at them. I don't know.
Actually, yes. I'm following the sound because I hear them go, and I was in the smoke before, so that's my justification not going behind them.
Okay.
I wouldn't see them,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, so you see sort of Zion just kind of sprinting down. He's taken a good shot out of this sphere, the one that's in front of him. You see Franklin sort of sprinting down with you because Franklin was up there in that sort of area, the same sort of area as you at that point. And you see Dolly lining up for this jump that he's about to make, rolled back a little bit. So because we're not kind of doing turns, this is sort of all happening at once here.
Go ahead, land when you jump up with him.
Yeah, I will say that
No
you
threat.
would have weighed this thing down. So when you grabbed onto it, it is instead of 10 feet, it's just kind of hovering above it, but it's going to try and climb back up. So there might be a moment when you can tackle it.
yeah, I want to do that.
Okay.
And if I have to, yeah.
I was gonna say as Leo's passing me, I'm gonna dap him up and give him bull strength.
Oh,
Oh.
cool.
Enhance ability.
Okay.
Okay.
So advantage on strength checks.
Is athletics a strength check?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Roll athletics with advantage.
26.
Yeah, so you find the right moment as Dolly's weight has pulled this thing down a little bit. He gets him kind of knocked off, and you just come in just out of nowhere with this incredible tackle and just wrestle this thing from the ground and just manage to just take this thing out. So these things are floating up and out of the hangar with this tiger tabaxi mage that you only got that only you guys got a glimpse of, and I don't think Bones, you might have not even seen this person at all.
No, I'm in the wrong side of the building.
Yeah, you were the
The one
the wrong
person
side
I
of the building.
recognized them.
The one person who had a chance to catch them as well. So
Yeah, so let's cut back to you guys.
I think I would say to Elwin, do you have any rope by any chance?
Do I still hear voices?
I don't think it's been a minute yet. I think they're fading, but they're still around. You're still hearing them in your head.
Then I don't respond because I don't know if that's another one.
You've not seen Elwin like this.
Okay. I'll give Elwyn a minute, I guess. And I'll just, without much strength, just try and drag the limp, unconscious body of Raynar round towards everyone else. I'm not very strong. Very much taking all my strength to do it. Like, really struggling. Any help? Any help here?
Where's Ellen?
I think she needs a moment.
As to say that I'm basically dashing into the building, because that's not something that I feared ever, that she needs a moment, so I know exactly, I know something is really, really, really off, so I'm dashing like...
Okay, so building into the like around. I think you know that to like kind of go around the building and to go through.
Yeah.
So is everyone else sort of making their way over to the ones here?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Some help, some rope.
Yeah.
I used my rope.
I also use my rope on. I use my rope on Minden, I'm afraid. Anyone else got rope? You should by default
Yeah.
almost everyone gets rope. Your like
you get
equipment kit. So
Okay, so thanks for rope. So okay, Dolian and Elwyn.
Well, I see her like that.
Do I still hear voices?
I think yeah, Bones probably took a bit of time to drag this body around, so I think they've faded away by this point, yeah.
You okay there?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Deception. And if you against your insight.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm
6.
6.
Seriously?
She's okay.
We're both idiots.
Yeah, I think that's a bit safe, but
I mean, he doesn't know me that well, so how would he know if that's...
Well,
Yeah.
you're not a good,
I mean, I don't think I would be convincing in that situation.
You guys share one brain cell. It varies.
So we're basically not happy with each other. Like,
yeah.
Something's up, and
I think that's a good way to play it. Like, yeah, it is still suspicious, but you are going to take her word for it, sort of
Yeah.
thing. It's like, okay.
Why would you think that?
well, the robot, Mr. Bones, said that you needed a moment.
Nah, it didn't happen. Let's go to the others.
Why would he lie?
Ask him.
Will do.
So, at this moment, from the doors, walks in Percival, and who else had you left out?
Yeah, some security guard. Yeah.
In fact, there's another 2 security guards with him, so maybe they've been discovered by another couple of guards that were kind of on patrol.
Oh,
that
quick
freed them.
note. There might have been a slight complication for me to find just
What on earth has been going on in here?
Franklin?
And where is Minden?
Franklin, there's another for people.
guys, can he see me from where we are?
Heading over here then.
Yeah, I think you're all kind of hidden behind the building.
Yeah, I think we
Can I-
will
You can
take
absolutely
place.
hear.
Put on Minden then at hearing Percival coming around the corner.
Yeah, sure, you can absolutely do that.
Since we
Yeah, are you guys
we
coming back
joined
around the
it,
building?
so I would try to tie up our new.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Hostage.
I go,
Yeah,
Is that the
hostage,
word
yes.
you're looking for?
Thank you.
I quickly say to you, can I get your hat? Can I get your hat? Just once. I put it on so I'm not zipping.
And you are now in the dress.
Yeah, so I'm going to change myself to be an elven-looking gentleman with long grey hair and with this big yellow dress, and then quite quickly change
Yeah,
to
the
be an
hat
elven
stays
woman.
there, of course.
The hat stays there.
You can change it to a different outfit.
Yeah.
I really like if
But
it's
I will not. I
stuck
will
to-
not.
I think I don't know how to work it.
Yeah,
so-
okay, yeah, let's do it like that.
So I quickly go, oh, rats, no, and then quickly change to a woman so I'm not Zion, and let you do it.
Okay, yeah, cool. So elderly elven woman and Minden.
so I'm coming towards him. I'll be like running out, like looking very flustered, kind of arms in the air. Sir, Reynard's going crazy. I don't know what's going on. He's gone mad. He's sending these automatons everywhere. Like in a complete panic.
Incredible.
These brave heroes, they stopped him.
I don't think I'm going to make you roll. I think he absolutely just believes you. Minden, my goodness, where have you been, man?
Mainly in a corner, hiding.
Reynard's gone rogue? What are all these machines doing here?
He sent them out. He sent them out. I think I even saw him use them to kill some construction workers going by. And these fellows here, they saw the commotion and they headed in and they were majestic. It was incredible, sir. You've never seen anything like it.
Okay, I think now I'm gonna need to see you roll persuasion.
Is it deception? Because I am lying here. I'm also better lying.
Okay, yeah.
Thankfully that was a 24.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, he totally believes your lie. Wow. Well, lucky there's people here to protect things, but it doesn't look like they've protected anything. So much damage. This is going to cost us a pretty penny, I tell you.
It will, sir. It will. I'm sorry I couldn't do more.
No, it's all right. You're not a fighter.
I'm not, sir. I'm not.
It's all right, dear boy. I'm here. And he pats you on the back a little bit too hard.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Now, where are these glorious heroes?
Over there, and I'll beckon to. They even captured the rapscallion himself.
Interesting. I shall have to carry out an internal investigation.
Can you sneak?
Oh,
You're stealthing away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, stealth.
I need to get away. Yeah. I'll give her hat back if she's left.
You've gone.
I put the hat on and change into, well, not the
That's a 30.
not a worker. That's not a good idea.
30. You're a shadow.
I just changed into a dwarf with a silly hat on.
Okay. And you're back. You're now
No.
looking like a lion.
I'm going to try to see if I can work my way out of this.
Minden. There was a fellow. Perhaps he was working with Reynard that put some sort of spell on me and tied me up.
Oh.
While all this was going on, otherwise I'd given them all a good 1-2, if you know what I mean.
Of course, sir. Of course. I've seen that punch on you. It's quite.
Yes, well, back in 42, you know.
Poor Baxter when he turned up late for work that day. Oh, I wouldn't want to be him.
I don't know where it was going. So they're approaching this group now, and then he looks right at you and is like, "But you're the fellow that put the spell on me. Minden, arrest him at once."
1 second, my friend.
I'll awkwardly walk over towards him.
1 second, my friend. It was a necessary evil to do. I'm friends with these people, and they have a way of messaging me to let them know that they were in danger. So I had to quickly hurry through because I heard potentially there was some trouble happening back here. So, to be fair, you did tie yourself up, and I'm willing to fully apologise for that, and of course offer my services for maybe 2 weeks of work sometime in the future, just to make up for it.
I feel like this is persuasion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's not.
Go on. So that's 17 plus 9.
Okay. Well, you do make some very good points. Minden, what do you think? Should we trust this man?
He was heroic in the moment, sir.
He was heroic.
He was. Very impressive set of skills.
Yes, well, he did do some fine work when he took your job for a little while.
Hopefully not too fine, sir.
Well, we'll see about that when you come and work for us for 2 weeks. Was that the deal?
That's the deal.
All right, we'll get him sorted with a contract.
Of course, sir. Of course.
Of course.
Assistant to the assistant, yes?
How's your assistant doing?
Terribly, sir. Pain in the backside all the time.
Right, well, you got yourself a new assistant. You're going to help him, okay?
Thank you, sir.
I give sort of a nod and smile.
Good. Now that that's sorted, he turns to Reynard on the ground. This one will need to talk. Shall we wake him up?
Maybe so. We should take him somewhere a little bit more secure, just so he doesn't flee or something.
Ah, right. Just what I was about to say. And very good.
There's some very strong ones amongst this group who I'm sure could do the carrying for you.
All right.
Just
Leo.
rolls up his sleeves.
The dwarven fighter with the silly hat on also was one hand on Reynard. What was his name, right?
Reynard, yeah.
Yeah. I
I can carry it, yeah.
If you two want to carry him, go on.
no problem. I think Percy suggests the other building, and he kind of points to some of the other guards that were with him as well, and says, "Start cleaning this mess up and take account of how much it will cost to sort of repair the damages." Minden, can you supervise that?
Sir, I would very much like to witness this this interaction, to find out what was going on with Reynard, if that's possible, purely because I think I can be surprisingly persuasive in the right moment.
Well, I doubt that, Minden, but I do need someone to write down what he says.
Okay, of course, sir.
I think maybe you could do that job.
Yes, I could, of course.
All right. Kind of looks over this group, kind of assessing the sort of variety of sort of disrepair and shabbiness. You're not.
I'm not.
You're gone. Yeah, that's true.
Do you know anything about that tiger lady who came in for a second there?
Was it tiger?
Yeah.
I did hear some commotion, sir, but I couldn't hear what it was. I'm afraid I was cowering in the corner. I'm so sorry.
Interesting. Another thing we'll just have to ask Mr. Wollerman here. Okay, so everyone sort of goes into this building. Are you sneaking around? Are you like outside the building?
I'm
Maybe
still
like
checking
sneaking in?
if something is coming.
Okay.
I'm basically checking if more robots are showing up. Basically the same as last time.
Look out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm plucking.
So you managed to sort of maybe tie him to a chair or something, and are you attempting to wake him up?
Yeah,
and
wake
question
him up
him?
once he's tied to the chair.
Shake water.
So once he wakes up, as Minden.
Yeah.
I'm so furious at you, sir. And I'm gonna storm up to him and do the most pathetic slap you've ever seen in his face. But in doing so, I'm going to do extort truth.
Oh!
Which I spend a key to do. He has to make a charisma saving throw of 16. If he fails, he cannot lie for the next 10 minutes, and any charisma check against him has advantage.
But that was a nat 20, so fortunately he does pass that.
Can I slap him again? I've got like 2 key left. Can I try one more time?
Yeah, alright, yeah.
That's the last of my keys. So I've got one
Yeah.
more 16 to use all my keys.
Basically like.
That was a 15. What's
Okay,
the...
he does fail at that time.
So, okay.
On a failed save, the creature is unable to speak a deliberate lie. So that doesn't mean he needs to tell the truth, but he can't deliberately lie. There is
Yeah.
a difference between that. All charisma checks directed at the creature are made with advantage for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, nice.
So that's not just me, I don't need to say anything as Minden, but anyone can
Yeah.
experience. One thing is worth noting, he is aware of the effect,
Yeah.
so can choose
Oh.
to avoid answering questions that would force him to lie, so we can say nothing.
Okay, so he's sort of wakes up with a start, sort of snarls, and then remembers what just happened, and then sort of says, "The heart! Where's the heart?" And just sort of struggles in the chair.
The heart. What is the heart? And then maybe I'll tell you where it is.
Well, you don't know what it is. You were asked for it, weren't you? The reason you attacked me in my place of work.
At this, Percival takes a step back and just looks at you guys again and is thinking maybe he's not got this story straight, and just says,
As Minden, what on earth what are you talking about? You're the one that attacked them!
I didn't know such thing. Something
He's lying to her. He's lying right to your
something
face.
filled my workshop with smoke, and the next thing I know, bolts of lightning were flying through the workshop.
What's all these robots about anyway?
They help with the ship repairs. They carry the heavy things up to heights. That's why some of them fly. Can you not see the purpose? Can you not see the advantage of having these robots instead of living, breathing beings?
And that's why they need a jolt for, or what?
And he looks you over, sees that you've got these injector things, and is just very curious about your situation.
Yes, well,
The jolt. And I think it's maybe clear that Percy doesn't know about the whole jolt situation.
What is this jolt?
well, it's a substance that improves my machines.
An illegal substance.
An illegal substance.
He is a criminal, sir. Says Percy.
Percy, you've known me for years. This is only... It shouldn't be illegal in the sense, in the way that I'm using it.
You used some of your clockwork things to attack people in the square, not but yesterday.
Atlas Square.
Atlas Square.
Now, you may not be at fault for all this, so if you give more information, you might be viewed favourably by law enforcement when they come. I'm going to try to give a persuasion check there with advantage thanks to our friend if that's possible.
As you mentioned law enforcement there, he just says, "Ha! The law enforcement are involved."
Which law? Which law? The temple or the guard?
He looks like he's really struggling for words to say that aren't going to sort of incriminate him in all of this.
The more you tell us, the more we would protect you from whoever could hurt you.
Not from them. Not on this scale.
Them, guards, or temple?
He can just refuse to talk, or does this spell compel him to
They'll
speak?
force them to speak now.
He's just gonna
I-
stay silent.
I'm going to do a deception check against him. I lied when I said I don't know about your heart. I will give it to you once we're finished here if you tell us who's the people that were involved with that slaughter in the square yesterday, as well as who does the tabaxi work for.
Which vaccine?
The tabaxi who reclaimed your clockwork minions from me.
Ruslana was here. Oh no. You need to get me out of here. I need to leave.
As I said, we'll get you out of here if you tell us a little bit more. Guard or temple or both?
I don't trust the police force. We never did.
So the temple guard can be trusted.
Depends what you're trusting them with.
Were the police or temple, were the police involved with the massacre yesterday, or was that your minions?
My means. You really only scraped the surface of this, haven't you? You have no idea how far this goes.
This he just totally falls silent and just doesn't really want to give you any more answers.
Can I make a check if anything is approaching us?
Roll perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
Okay. That was an 18.
Yeah, I think you did see a place where Ruslana escaped from. She kind of flew up to this hole. She never left. She's kind of peering over this hole, kind of watching the scene play out. Maybe hid back for a little bit, but now she's kind of you ring back, and you clock this, but she didn't clock you with that 30 stealth that you rolled. Reynard looks up, and more to himself than any of you, just kind of mutters, "My father.
He knew that thing was cursed. Where is the heart? Who has it?
Tell me why first. It's cursed. Cursed how?
I'm dying because I took it. Took it from the temple under my father's orders. That's what triggered that earthquake. At the square was a distraction. Rizlana helped me break into the temple. Now, have I told you enough?
Can I try
Can I,
to?
so
sneak
while,
to the
while,
front?
while he's talking, I'm listening. But can I sort of slightly stealthily whisper to Leo? Like I'm trying to be as quiet as possible here. But if need be, in my own voice, if need be, grab possible. And I'm going to step forward, keeping Minden's face on, but in my own voice say, "Are you royal?"
Looks quite confused at this and just. No.
Well, why would you try and move the heart?
He doesn't recognize this connection.
Yeah.
I have no idea
Okay.
what you're talking about.
And can I read his face that he genuinely is clueless to anything of that?
Roll insight.
That was a 19 insight.
Okay. Yeah, you see that he definitely didn't know that, but you see a look come across his face that's like, well, maybe that's just another thing that he didn't get told, and that because he was thinking, he's got a hunch that his father knew that it did have this curse on it, so.
Do you know anyone that is?
Even recognize the royal family is of Atlantia, you mean?
I'm actually not saying anything. I'm just staring at him.
What's that?
Admittedly, he can't lie, so.
True.
What's that got to do with anything? I don't know anyone from the bleeding royal family. Can we leave this place? It's not safe.
Clearly, we're not the only ones who don't know all that much.
He was really pissed at that comment. And I think we're going to cut to our
I'd
result.
be like, so that she can hear the whisper from all up the roof.
Okay.
I guess like really quietly trying to get anyone, maybe I don't know.
Anyone's attention. So are you sort of peering through a window?
I guess like sneaking up, and
Super sneaky. I don't think Rizlana's going to notice you, but you can sort of maybe softly tap on a window, and maybe one of the people that haven't been so involved in the investigation here.
Like he said, I'm behind Percy now, just to make sure.
Oh yeah.
How did
Percy. How's Percy reacting here?
I was being quite quiet as I went in, but he's still in the same room.
I
was
think-
actually trying to hide that there was more going on.
I think Percy is in a bit of a state of shock, and this man that he's known for so long as this hard-working engineer, if not a bit sort of rough personality, is seemingly involved in some sort of conspiracy. I think he's just kind of sat down and is kind of staring off and is just in a bit of sort of unbelief, to be honest. And so someone maybe hears a soft tap. You three roll perception. I think you guys are very much involved in this interrogation.
Right.
What did you roll?
7.
7. Okay, sorry. Yeah, no, you don't know.
14.
14.
I got 16.
Okay, so you guys maybe hear this sort of gentle tap.
Yeah, I guess I look over in the direction I heard the tap.
Okay.
I'd be like,
I'm sort of like,
then I point at her like,
okay, then I wave it at Deborah. Oh, sorry,
Elwyn.
like, and I show the coin and make it like a little bright red, like just a little.
Okay.
I mean, I still look like a dwarf. I have like a very beardy face,
Yeah.
big nose, look grumpy, with a silly hat.
And then I turn to Reynard and I'm like,
Can you just catch me up a second? Who's your dad?
My father is William Waterman. He owns a lot of factories in Scrubblesby. Doesn't exactly run the factories with the well-being of the employees in mind.
Okay, and he's connected to the tabaxi lady who is connected to the temple?
I shall tell you all about it if we leave this place.
I mean, he isn't lying when he says that.
He's not lying.
And putting on Minden's face. Okay, so I think it might be best that we maybe do make our way out of here, don't you think, sir? There's a lot going on, and it's quite an overwhelming day.
Are you saying that to Percival?
Yeah.
Oh my, Minden. There seems to be rather a lot going on. I shall have to look at your notes later.
Of course.
I may have had my mind on other business. Reynard may do as he wishes. And kind of looks as if he doesn't want to sort of order you to untie him, but like he looks like that's what he would like.
Mr. Reynard, if we were to escort you out of here, would you come with us willingly, and we can maybe find somewhere to speak on more even footing?
He nods. And Percy says, "Well, looks like this is all sorted. I'd appreciate it if you left us to clean up after this mess that's been created here."
One quick note, Percival. I don't know if you really piece things together, but we're kind of a covert operation here, trying to figure out something in the city. So if Minden was ever to speak to you again, he would never bring up the fact that this conversation has ever happened. And I don't think you should either, just in case. Just in case. The cover's below. Is that a reasonable request to you? And I'm going to spend a sorcery point to get advantage.
I'll maybe try and, well, I'll just try and help you with that.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. I must admit, my role sometimes expands beyond simply your purview. For the good of the city.
Aye,
For the good of the city.
Minden. That does sound impressive.
You will never know it, sir, I know. But I must do my bit, you know.
I love how I yell. We're trying to help the seahorse man. Please, any consequence
He got himself mixed up in all of this.
It's gonna die.
As you say that, I'm just nodding along. Yes.
Yeah, while they're continuing to talk, I'm probably making eye contact with Elwin, and we're gonna go to.
Yeah.
Okay, are you going
Go to
outside and going around to
Yeah.
where? I think definitely Rizlana is watching that door like hawk. I think you've managed to kind of sneak around and you're not in. You can see where the eye line is, and you're not in there. But she definitely see you guys walking out of that door and going around the side. She wouldn't necessarily know you're going to meet someone, but because you're like kind of in a pair there. I don't know what she thinks about that, but that's fine. Persuasion with advantage. No, sorry, or deception. Although I think it's gonna be a low DC. I think Percy is gonna be pretty convinced by this.
13 is the highest I get here.
Yeah, that is enough.
Okay,
to
good.
be honest, I think.
With Minden's face.
Yeah, exactly. With Minden himself saying that he's not going to ever speak of this again, I think that's fine. I think Percy's quite happy with that arrangement as well. And at this moment, I think you definitely get the idea that he just wants this out of his shop, out of his area of control, and just doesn't want to think about anything that's going on here, and just wants to be in control of his little kingdom of the sort of Skyport that he's kind of in charge of.
I guess untie then
Reynard.
Reynard and start to bring him with us.
Yeah, cool. He is sort of like limp. He's been fairly badly hurt, and I think he does.
No.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, let's do this first.
Actually, I'm gonna whisper to you, like,
Franklin, do you have something to shoot something that's really high up?
Really?
You know, this magician woman, she's on the roof. She's staring down.
How high are we talking?
I have no idea.
But it's like about 100 feet, I would say.
Maybe if I stand on two people's shoulders.
Okay.
If you got up on top of this building,
Yeah.
maybe that's
Okay.
15 feet. What's the range of
90.
90?
I can help you up. And I
But-
try to make it sneaky.
Okay.
Could that work?
I mean, maybe, but if I shoot her, it's probably just gonna be a flesh wound, you know?
Well, maybe she falls.
It seems pretty unlikely, but if you wanna give it a shot, I'll give it a shot for you, buddy.
can we try this?
Yeah. Acrobatics to get up onto the roof. I think Ollie, you roll that with advantage. Dolly giving you the help action here.
I'm going with them, so I also roll.
13.
Are you going up on the roof as well? I think it's just Ollie that's kind of. It's just Franklin that's trying to get up on the roof. 'cause he's
Right,
got-
then-
he's got the gun.
But he's gonna give me a lift up.
Okay.
You can help me.
Can I help him up?
Sure. I mean, you don't all need to be on the roof.
Yeah. But she
If
Yeah.
you want to be
You
on
know
the
what?
roof, that's fine.
My character thinks
just
it's
example,
fine,
if you didn't
so
watch
I
it,
will
but,
give him
yeah.
a hand and then let them get to. Let them do that by themselves.
So what should I roll? Acrobatics? Yeah, acrobatics.
Just watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, acrobatics. If you're going on the roof, roll me an acrobatics check.
I got a 13.
Okay.
31.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're not. You're straight
I'm-
down.
I
I think with
watch
your-
them
I think with your 31, you're definitely sort of managing to help him out. Franklin's maybe struggling a little bit, but you're kind of able to sort of kind of lead him on. So okay, you're both on the roof. Are you trying to make this shot?
I say to Dorian,
Okay, we're standing back to back. 10 paces, then we shoot.
We
You feel me?
Oh, are you trying to like stage a duel on this roof so that she thinks she doesn't realize that you're aiming at her? And then at the last second, you're gonna like sort of. Was that the idea?
yeah.
okay.
If-
Okay.
That's what you would do.
Let's do this. Okay. I'm dragging. I'm pulling like my two daggers.
Okay, we'll leave them in the holsters. That's not very good etiquette.
Got it. And I'm putting them back into my. 10 paces, you said?
10 paces.
10 paces it is. And then we walk like
1,
2.
2. Count 'em out. We can count them in our head, actually. We know what numbers are.
Okay.
I'm down there looking at them.
So you turn around on 10, and are you moving that aim up to the roof to try
Yeah.
and hit?
It's a pistol.
Okay, is that? Oh, sorry, yeah, go on. Is that a disadvantage, or is that
Yeah, it's with disadvantage.
with disadvantage?
That help. No.
Not really. Not for an attack roll.
You two met 20
The lowest was a 20.
What?
The lowest was a 20.
Oh wow. Okay. That's really good. I think she looks incredibly surprised.
Is she so surprised that she know what happened?
Balls. No.
Yeah, she was looking pretty precarious actually.
Was she like leaning over and stuff?
What should she do? She should do.
No. Okay. So you managed to hit her in the hand and the sort of forearm there, and she sort of coils back from the roof, and you.
I think she should do a survival check.
Why?
And you kind of hear on this reverberating from this roof, just a kind of stumbling footsteps backwards. But then she does have that robot with her that can that does have that propeller. She's still got that one robot left. So you don't see her anymore,
There.
and you kind of
You happy?
She's gone,
Okay, she could have been not gone.
but
You know?
she could have also listened more to our conversation.
She listened to literally the entire conversation. What are you
Because-
talking about?
You guys didn't want to get out of the room. I
from
tried to get
100
you
feet
out.
away, and these guys were inside a building. I don't think
She
she would have heard.
Oh.
Maybe a couple of the louder parts, but really, I don't think she would have known what Reynard was kind of giving on. How much he was giving
But
on.
they keep arguing on the roof.
Yeah, so you guys exit the building with Reynard and Percival, and you realize that these two are on the roof
Dueling each other.
I'm watching.
and seemingly arguing.
Point in my hand, waiting who will kill who.
I really love if that's exactly what you said out loud. I'm watching and seeing who will kill who.
Reynard
Still looking
looks.
back at dwarf with a silly hat.
Are you okay on the roof having a duel?
I'm looking down at you guys and also at Rhino.
Reynard, yeah.
Rhino, and be like, you know the one cat woman? Because I didn't hear anything of the conversation.
No, that's good. That's good.
You know the weird cat woman that suddenly showed up? She was on the roof staring down. I tried to get her to, I don't know, fall or just go away. So we made a shot and it actually worked. But somehow Franklin isn't happy with it. I don't understand.
Look, he's just the kid. I thought I'd appease him. Try and entertain him for a minute. He's
With a duel.
Well, to be fair, it's right up my alley. So, but
I
still.
thought it might be. I think I get you.
Reynard rolls his eyes and just says,
We're wasting time. We need to get out of here. If she's gone, she'll be going to report back.
We're wasting time. You're wasting space. You know,
Is
bit of
there-
this, a bit of that.
"Is there somewhere we can go where we can lay low?"
Our bit.
Yes.
Sure.
All right,
Yeah.
We'll start heading back towards Crinkles.
I'll follow you, I guess.
No! No!
Crinkles, I know, Crinkles. But I like calling it Crinkles.
Winkles, that place that does the amazing muffins.
No!
Close enough. Close enough.
Right next to it.
Just right streets down.
I would actually like to go to the workshop now that this motion is cleared, hopefully. Really short and look for like plans, like building plans.
Oh,
or and
yeah.
just
I think, okay, roll.
without much care, like
Yeah,
put them
that's fine.
together and.
Sure, roll investigation.
Okay,
Um,
somewhere.
but a lot of stuff kind of burned up in the fire.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are there any useful parts that I can take?
It's a 15.
15?
That's actually good.
I think you find like various plans and things, but I don't know how familiar you are with like the actual drawings of stuff. You might recognize a drawing of your specific mechanical bits, but it's like there's stacks and stacks of papers here. It would take some time to go through everything, but there are plenty of stuff that's kind of destroyed and burned and it's gone.
As we walk past the sort of robot piles, I actually point to from Franklin towards it and say, "There's lots of magical things you could potentially find within there. I'm gonna go have a wee scout."
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I loot all the corpses.
Yeah, roll investigations over.
Was there nothing in the actual building? No mechanical bits.
Yeah, I mean there are like lots of sort of parts and things. Roll
Do you want me
investigation.
to do separate ones for the guys outside and inside?
No, just roll one. Just roll one.
I
for
got
investigation.
18.
And I don't
18.
want to say anything, but the tanky guys, they still have the jaws.
That is a good point. Are you going?
So, what you mean by that is, you do want to say something.
Are you going to take that? You can absolutely take that.
Okay,
Take
yeah,
that.
okay.
Take those vials of jokes. So you've got some refills now.
Nice.
That's like 6 vials you can get out of that.
That's much.
Although actually maybe a couple of them would have been maybe cracked and destroyed. So let's just say 4.
Oh,
Um,
That's so much work.
yeah. What do you find? There's no like magical object that's gonna like sort of do amazing stuff for you here.
Yeah.
There's like, and it has been sort of blown to bits this way. So
We are doing it quick, so it could be that you just gathered a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
to then sift through later.
So you definitely have
Yeah,
some sort of
exactly.
supply. And if you wanted to take an example of this sort of injector mechanism, you could also do that if that's something you wanted to kind of stash away. Okay, are you all sort of heading towards Crickley's then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
start stealthily trying to keep low, keep out.
Yeah.
not
We're
paying
heading
too much
towards
attention.
evening, early evening, I would say at this point. Yeah, let's go back to the map.
Quick, please.
I was saying,
Ah.
I'm so sick.
That nobody knows what, right?
Yeah.
I'll potentially message one at a time everyone in the circle just to say, he was discussing about the heart. I don't know if anyone has any information about it, but if we know more about it, we need to find a place to put it. So if that caused an earthquake, we need to find a place to put that so that maybe it will repair the site.
So, one more thing I would say is that the quickest way down is by some sort of small airship, as Minden and Reynard.
Now's my time to shine. All that information.
Commandeer an airship, yeah?
Yeah, just a sort of max 10-person small sort of ship.
We
You
taxi.
could kind of float down and then tether at Crickley's.
The one thing I'd maybe do before we completely disappear from the skyport as well.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that real Minden is still unconscious. It wasn't
yeah.
that long where he's knocked out.
No, it wasn't.
So I'd maybe just go and untie him, but try and leave him unconscious in the back alley that he was in. Just
Yeah, you can absolutely go do that. That's absolutely.
Without, I'm gonna try and sneak away so that no one sees me do it, but I'll go and
Sure.
so that once he wakes up, he at least can just get out of there.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no problem. Okay, are you taking? So
Yeah, I think
taking
we're
a
gonna
load,
put
so-
together.
That's not
But
really
10-person
stuff,
taxi.
right?
How common are these sort of to be seen around the city, other than the tours? Like, would
In the sort of fancier areas at Northcliffe, yeah, there's like one in basically every garden. In Underbridge,
So,
not so many. But you know, they're fairly common. Like it's not unheard of. Like Crickley's has an old sort of tether that is for that purpose, but is rarely sort of used.
I think maybe instead of going straight there, why don't we go to one small borough over So going to the one either to the right of us or above us to make it seem like that's where we went, but then sneakily going the rest of the way.
Yeah, somewhere
That
that we
seem
can
fair?
kind of secure it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Definitely. So you want to go to sort of Claremont
Yeah.
Park and then
Yeah.
and then walk to Underbridge.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
a fair
So
shot.
there's not like a big sign above.
That's still
Tunnels up here.
a hell of a lot quicker than
Yeah.
walking. So yeah, you definitely sort of arrive around sort of
Sailing.
half past 6 in the
What a
evening
fancy
sort of
ride! I
thing.
put on the yellow dress again.
What if the hat blows off? No, I'm joking.
I'm checking the ropes and be like,
Tiny.
you think you can climb something like that?
please don't. Please don't.
Didn't know you could fly a thing like that. I'm genuinely very impressed.
Turns out spending about 10 minutes speaking to Percival actually is rather useful. He was all the information I need to know about it. Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe actually we can roll for this. How well you are.
So you said that proficiency, and
We crash and burn.
should I roll and add my proficiency?
Just a straight sort of D20 and that and proficiency. Yeah, do that. Is somebody maybe helping
so I
now?
rolled a 14 plus 4 my proficiency.
Okay.
18.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's enough. I think you're absolutely fine.
We'll survive.
Bit rocky towards the landing, but yeah.
Yeah, I think Percival is just kind of letting you take this sort of for free and is sort of trusting
It's a
Minden.
bit
I don't know.
stunned and sort of, yeah.
I don't know if you are Minden still.
I've not dropped Minden, no.
No,
Uh,
yeah. You kind of went to kind of
Yeah.
untie the real Minden and came back.
Yeah.
But you're
But
still
still as
still
Minden,
as
yeah.
Okay.
I think I've just tried to convince him that basically Minden has this secret identity that is
Yeah.
happening in the city. And
Yeah, incredible. Yeah, I
he's so
think
stunned that
he would be
can't
suspicious to give it to the group if Minden wasn't with the group. So I think with Minden there, he's just like, yeah, absolutely, go for it. Is there anything? Do you want to just sort of wind down for the evening and I guess not really go anywhere else tonight, or are you?
I suppose we want to continue talking to him if we're here, and then maybe to each other. It's maybe a good place to round off the evening, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
We might want to make some plans, but yeah, we can maybe do that in the morning even to rest up.
Yeah. So you can sit, have a meal at Crickley's. Reynard's not very talkative. He needs to sort of recover from his wounds, so kind of retires early. Yeah, you can sort of have your evening meal. You can sort of discuss things in the evening.
Maybe state to him that you'll stay in my room because I
Okay.
don't sleep properly. Like I'm still slightly aware while I'm sleeping, so
Yeah.
I can notice if he tries to run, basically.
Yeah, great, cool.
I'm actually not gonna rest. Actually, I'm gonna, stay around the area and keep watch.
The whole night. You're planning on doing that?
Basically.
So just to warn you that, Simon, that will give you a point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Which is pretty punishing.
Which will give you disadvantage on quite a lot of checks.
Didn't know that. Not gonna do that.
You could maybe do like the sort of minimum amount of rest.
Yeah, maybe take turns about, like
we could do
taking an hour,
Yeah.
2 hours, just staying up and taking care of things, but for the rest of the time resting.
Sure. Yeah, 100%.
And then maybe talk to him in the morning. Discuss
Importantly-
amongst ourselves.
What are you doing with this? You've got this gem, this heart, as Brainard kept referring to.
Can I find somewhere secure in Crickley's that I can maybe sort of sneak it away?
Secure is an interesting word. You
Mhm.
could find a corner that
Like
not many people
climbing
frequent.
up somewhere into like the attic or something almost.
Okay,
like,
so then that would be difficult for.
yeah, no one's gonna go like a place that no one tends to go, or like I'm just
Eh.
kind of out of the way now, like a very using my climbing and sort of
Mhm.
acrobatic skills. So
I think now I will make you roll stealth.
okay,
If you're trying to hide this from everyone else. Yeah, the only other person who's seen this thing is Elwyn.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna bring up the fact that you only saw it that one time? Reynard's been shouting about it. What's
Yeah.
going through your head?
People talking about this thing make me uneasy because of the experience I had. So I will ask him about it in the morning, but not now.
But I'm gonna go to him in the night, and I'm gonna ask him. Did Elwyn tell you that she is not fine, that she needs like a breather or something like that?
She didn't say anything, but her demeanor suggested she just needed a moment to compose herself. We all do from time to time.
She doesn't. This is weird. I never saw her like that.
How well do you know?
I've been to a few jobs and she did some incredible feats. So whatever it was that, happened to her must have been really horrible. So what was it? What happened?
That seems like something to discuss as a group in the morning.
Okay. I'll leave it like that. And then I'm gonna go.
Okay. What did you roll for yourself?
23.
Okay, so I think there's nobody sort of passive above 23. No. So yeah, you definitely managed to sort of subtly go out and hide this thing. Anyone else want to do anything?
Yeah, I think it's probably been quite a impactful evening, and probably been one probably we got first. I probably get sleep quite quick. So for those who are still downstairs that maybe Stubby's maybe not used to because you were just talking, I'll go around and say good next door. Like, I'll see you in the morning, Leo. I'll see you in the morning. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I've forgotten.
Elwyn.
Elwyn. Still,
Zion.
we've only known each other for one day, so I do apologise, Elwyn, even though your name has been said a fair few times.
One of the feathers on my hat was broken. Do that again, and you will not live another day.
Wow.
Big breaths.
I'm most dreadfully sorry. I'll make sure to return a perfect feather to your hat as soon as possible.
You can't replace them like that. It's a very special hat.
Well, perhaps a gift for you at a later time. And I'm going to go to Franklin for a bit of bed and say, Franklin, you did well today. I'm going to walk past you, ignoring any response, just straight to sleep.
I was actually going to go in for the hug, but we're not quite there yet, I guess.
But yeah, I'm really proud of you guys.
Hey, you did great, kid. I'm sorry you're bad at jumping, but I'll figure something out.
I was really
But
looking.
thank you.
I was really looking forward to see you fight, but then there was a lot of smoke.
Right.
So I still can't tell if you're a good fighter or not,
Huh.
which is really sad.
Well, we have to wait for the next time, I guess.
And with that, I think we shall end our session here. And yes, we'll have to wait for the next time, as Leo says. And yeah, we'll see you next time in Atlantia.